Son of a full time. Boo. First of all, thank you to the sub guy for pointing that out. Let's go ahead and catch up for comments from the beginning. Kirk Ferguson says, "Welcome back to the stream test." Hey, man. I mean, it's all alcohol fueled, but we're back. You almost said, "Holy shit, just saw Baby Yoda make 33 attempts against your Ahsoka tank." Don't be too terribly impressed. Baby Yoda works in medical, first of all, and he had an actual emergency pop up during his work, causing him to put his phone to the side a few minutes. About a time he remembered that the match was already passed, so he only had a few different attempts to make after that. So yeah, he did get the win for the last round. It never feels quite as good when you don't know for a fact that your opponent had every available opportunity to put in their attacks. But, it is what it is. So we're happy to have him. That's right, sub guy. Medical workers are heroes in my book. So shout out to Baby Yoda doing good work by the people every day, all day. And I'm not going to sit here and denigrate you for not putting your foremost time and effort the galaxy of heroes. I don't work in medical. And like what I say to all of my colleagues is whenever they're trying to work extra hours, whenever they're trying to work through lunch, whether they're trying to do something where the economics don't make sense, I tell them, you don't work in medical, right? In the case of Baby Yoda, he actually works in medical, so it's all good. Welcome to the show, everybody. Ferguson says it's a mime stream. I'm trying to read lips. Yeah, I'm sorry for the no volume, guys. It's a simple button, and I am an oaf, and that is the only excuse I can offer. Wow, Aragorn says first sound I heard was an ad. Man, I am so fucked. That's tough, buddy. Sorry. Some guy says, beer clink for Baby Yoda. Indeed. Baby Yoda's a good man, doing good things for your fellow humans out here on a routine basis. No disparagement. An anonymous gifter gifted a sub. Literally, the person's name is an anonymous gifter. Gifted a sub to Aragon Bromson. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the community, Aragon, and thank you so much, an anonymous gifter, for your gift. Really appreciate that, man. Welcome. Welcome. We've had a bunch of new joins to not only to the community but to the Patreon. People digging in to the routine conversation about Grand Arena. So thank you guys, all of you. All right, so I don't have an incredibly specific agenda for this stream, guys. As a first and foremost, as fans of Galaxy of Heroes, I am here at your disposal. So send all of your questions, ideally Grand Arena related, and if they're not Grand Arena related, I'll do the best I can. But we're going to try and point you as best we can. And then when the conversation starts to dry up, I might kick on Overwatch 2, play some games, do some bullshit. If you were here the other day, you know what it is. But regardless, thank you so much for the other day, guys. We had a lot of unexpected donations, signups to the Patreon. Very much appreciated. And all of it is, it means a lot. And I'm grateful to have every person who steps through the door to the Tassenix. Glad to have you all. Oh, shit. Ranger says, can you not hear me?
Ranger? Test.
Test is the first thing I heard you say. So if you were saying anything before that, no.
No, yeah, because there was something wrong with the mic. So sorry about that. I was sitting there going, why is he not talking to me? What did I do?
Well, how you doing, buddy? Ranger dropping in unexpectedly to the chat. How you doing? Well, look, if you want to put on the camera, I'll square you up a screen frame. You know how I do.
I do indeed, brother. Friday was wild, man. That was so much fun, man.
He had a lot of fun. I
Oh
enjoyed
my
that. I got a
god.
lot of comments about that stream, so you weren't the only one
Oh,
to
really?
enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Walmart thing itself was was
No doubt.
fantastic. I'll meet you at the Walmart parking lot, man. That became the running
Listen,
theme.
people don't know about the people who are not a longtime fans of this stream of the Tassenix gaming stream in particular don't know about the long-standing tradition of the Walmart parking lot, but that is
You're
by
right,
no
yeah.
means a new thing.
It's so ridiculous. I swear. We are ridiculous people, Task, I must admit, man. Oh my god.
I
But
offer
hello to
no
everybody in
excuses.
chat. But yes, thanks to
Are
everybody who
you
came out
on? Okay, there
Friday.
you are. You're hiding over there. Oh, I understand what's happening here. I've done this to
'Cause
myself, Anakin.
you
Ooh.
you have done this yourself. Your love of OBS has allowed this system.
There is a Wild Ranger, 500,
Yay.
450, okay, 400.
I remember Friday we kept having to change it because people kept joining and me and Dak are on there and
Look, when
stuff.
people leave, I'll accept it, and it is my pleasure and privilege to have them.
That's right.
Okay, right
Um,
is nowhere near enough. How about 950? Nope, that's not enough. 1050? That looks to be enough. Bottom is 0. Nope, that is not the right angle. I'll tell you that right now.
that's what she said. Oh, Aragon. Yeah, we God, how long did we stream on Friday? It was like
It was
five and a
6
half
hours. It
hours.
was every bit of 6
Yeah,
hours.
yeah. It was crazy because I did like a 5 hour stream before then, and I can't
You did
remember.
every bit of that. Like you streamed,
Yeah,
I was about to say, you streamed 6 hours before we went on to stream like 6 forevers.
yeah. It was definitely worth it. Friday nights are the best nights.
I had a fun time. I appreciated you being there.
Yeah, and then Pilsy showed up and oh, he punished us again.
And handed out a bunch of money for me to do what I was essentially, if we're being honest, going to be doing anyway. And so
Sure.
I appreciate that man because he did some boss tier shit.
Yeah, it's a lot of shoeies and Fernet, but it's so good for a good cause.
Indeed, it was on both
Oh,
accounts.
oh, I've got the new shot thingy. Would you like to see it? We ordered it on Friday. It came over the weekend. I haven't had a chance to show this
By
yet.
all means, do show
The
us.
new glass shot
Holy shit.
slipper.
Holy shit, guys. We are 31% of level 1 hype train. I didn't hear it kick off. Let me check over on Twitch
Oh, I
side.
didn't hear that
I'm so
either.
sorry. I'm so bad at this. Guys, we have a minute and 40 seconds left to kick this up to a level 2 hype train. But thank you all so much for making this possible. You hear it even at level 1 with our special guest ranger who surreptitiously dropped in. It's always a pleasure. Never expected, always appreciated type of thing.
That's right.
Ranger was accepted back into my old guild that he has 400 million power in it. All right, sub guy.
Good, good, good.
Hey, Ranger gifted a tier 1 sub to E Abattoir. I mean, one by one, you will all be brought into the fold. There can be no escape.
There can be only one.
That's right. That's right. R.I.P. Sean Connery.
Oh my god. Made so many great movies.
Dude, isn't it fucked up to say R.I.P. Sean Connery? It's only been a couple
I
of
know.
years, but it's been long enough.
God. All right. No one else going to get the sub? All right, I'll do it again. Fuck you guys.
Ivorius in the chat says, I made it into Kyber 1 for the first time today. I think mostly because I had many less engaged opponents, and I'm 6-0 this season so far. I need to go 2-1 this week to stay there, lol. Gotta start listening more closely to plotting and scheming. My man, listen, if you want to talk to some straight up neckbeards who are caring nothing so much about their life, so much as they're caring about climbing to the very tops in this mobile phone game, you gotta check out plotting and scheming. There's
Got to.
never been a more devoted crew of neckbeards, and I'm willing to state that.
Science.
Science, indeed. Hype train has been kicked up to a level 2. Thank you, guys. Anonymous gifter gifted out a sub too. One NNT and Yalmush and Ranger with another gifted sub out to Zymergy. Appreciate you guys. We are keeping the hype train rolling. Aragon Bromson saying, I drove to Platteville to pick up my son straight from my work. That was 3 hours that I missed. Must have started after I picked up my boy and strapped, trying to find something to listen to. I assume this is all about, despite a desire to follow up and support family, your children, everything. Ultimately, the story circled back around to finding your place into a timely listen of plotting and scheming, and I praise you for that. Well, good on you. Good on you. You're making the right choices in life, and I'm not here to tell you you're doing wrong. All right, Turd Ferguson in the chat saying, any advice on modding Galactic Legend Ahsoka Tano? I'll take advice from the chat as well. All right. Now, as far as folks in the chat, I'll let them speak for themselves. For my own part, I think there is a right way. Make it easy. I just, within the last week, I made my first mod guide video on a Galactic Legend. It was Lord Vader. I enjoyed doing it, and it is different from how we would take care of Ahsoka Tano here. So let's go ahead and cover her. On a high level, if I had to make the video here in front of you right now, I would tell you that I would recommend speed and defense sets. Speed primary for the arrow, unless you are able to furnish an extraordinarily fast health primary. And when I say extraordinarily fast, I'm glad you asked. Speed arrow is 32. If it's extraordinarily fast as a non-speed primary arrow, it's got to be 29 plus. I know you could say, why not 28? And I'll be honest with you, it just ain't that. I played enough matches, I played enough years where I feel like 28's okay. 29 is within spitting distance of 32. That's what it feels like. So that being said, I do myself have a speed arrow for the primary. And as far as triangle, cross, and circle, all health. Now, as far as set types go, absolutely should be speed. As far as defense versus health, defense is on paper better. Health is probably what a lot of people are going to end up using because unless you've made a dedicated, consistent effort to farming up defense, probably going to have the best combination of defense secondaries and speed secondaries on a defense mod. And you may well have casually climbed into that onto health otherwise. So I think that for the unspecified player, the player that isn't surely looking to exceed in this matchup within the top 50 of the game, speed and health and speed and defense are pretty much the same. That being said, speed primary, health primary for triangle, cross, and circle. I would say that in a reasonably fast speed set and everything, you're looking at about 570. You can see I'm 567, but dig this. Paper, I would say 570 speed, 100,000 protection, 200,000 life total. But I did here. I have more health, I have more protection, but 3 less speed. Entirely acceptable. Also, in a speed set, in a defense secondary, as your two piece, it is very possible, and you can do it with good secondaries with a health two piece besides, to have over 80% armor is physical survivability. That is a mark that I have observed. I won't swear by, but I have observed that you are 220,000 health. Well, whatever, 200,000 health, 100,000 protection, and 570 speed, and 80% armor. You're sweating about details after that point. Everything else is gravy. You're doing it big. You dig? Where we at with that hype train party, people?
I think we
We
got to
yet
almost level
have
3. So about
seconds
that.
remaining. Oh, we just finished the hype train. Thank you guys so much. Share the hype train chest rewards with everybody. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. That's an amazing thing to have a hype train to kick off the very beginning of a stream. So glad to have you. Thank you so. All right, let's watch some chats. Guilty released a hydrate a few minutes ago. I got you, buddy. Here's your sip. Now, since you were last watching, I switched from bourbon to dry gin martini, so I'm sipping up the last bit of this. Trooper's chat is trying to get him to do his push-ups. Oh, I'm not looking at Trooper's chat right now. Some guy says, I do need to watch your modding videos because I'm lacking in my mods. I would strongly recommend my How to Mod Guide series because it's a 3-part series and it is everything that I know about my best practices for generating the most of the best mods as possible for your account. With time, you might have the judgment to make something better, and I look forward to watching your video when the time does come. Until then, I have studied my own practices, others' practices, people who are worse performing than me in Grand Arena, people who are better performing than me in Grand Arena, and my 3-part how-to mod series is the very best that I know how to produce the best mods for an account. So, by all means, watch it, leave your critique, tear me to shreds, help me make it the best product as possible. Because, as far as I know, it is the best collection of best practices out there in the game. There are other good mod videos, but it is my pleasure and my privilege to have drawn on the content of my predecessors to put out that video. And I am very proud of the content that I have made for those how-to mod guide videos. So if you hadn't seen them already, I strongly recommend them to you. Kadar, how you doing tonight? All right, Aragon Bromson says, okay, here's a question. Is it possible to hit 31 on a mod that is the primary arrow? The greatest possible secondary that one can have for speed is 6. Therefore, 6 times 5 is 30. There is no number greater than 30. If there is, then it comes from a time before they changed the way that primaries work, which largely precedes the time that I joined the game. If you're a longtime fan of the stream, I joined this game December of 2018. In a couple of months of this one being born. Look at this sweet child. Look at this 7-year-old child that has been here the entire time her father has been playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Yeah, Daddy's sweetness. Daddy's precious sweetness. Mm. Fun. All right. I've saved them for a watch later when I get the chance. No worries, sub guy. I have the same mod depression as Ranger lately. Okay.
It's not been good.
Look at that lovely,
Yeah, you and
says
your daughter's
Desi.
laughing.
That's right. That's Daddy's precious sweetness. She is the most sweet.
Nerf, nerf.
No one has a plus 31, but it is possible. My guess is the only reason you're almost saying that is because of the existence of the older mods where you could have secondaries that violate the rules of primaries. So I assume that is. Hey, Desi. Welcome. Good to have you. Can't have those pesky ads. That's right, sub guy. Appreciate your support. Good stuff, guys. All right, let me kick on the music. And if you've ever been here for one of the chill streams before, you know what the deal is. We're keeping it pretty easy, keeping it pretty chill. I'm gonna play other games. I'm gonna answer questions. I've got Ranger here on camera with me. You've got the benefit of both of us to talk about whatever you want, Slugger related, and I guess besides, because this is a complete horseshit bonus stream that is only here at your request. Hmm. Desi, did I give you the appropriate role?
I think so. Didn't she join us last time?
Did she? Desi,
I don't
if
know.
you
Can you
have
check?
access to the stream voice channel, don't ask permission to join. It's annoying if you do. I would just rather you do. Okay. You didn't have it. Thank you for asking, because now you do.
And knowing's half the battle.
I think I do.
Yay!
Welcome, Desi. Welcome.
Nerf, nerf.
I wouldn't show up without asking. I'm not
Party
rude like that.
down. All right. Everybody that was here on Friday, welcome. We're all getting incredibly wasted on Friday. I can't get anywhere near as wasted on a random Monday. But
No,
nevertheless,
no.
we can do things. We can get things done, right?
Sorry if my
good. All
joining
right, we've got
broke
Stranger
Ranger's
back up
camera.
on screen. Took some effort. Desi's not on camera, so I don't have to recenter the frame. But if you do end up turning
Nope.
on camera, let me know and I'll get you
No,
set up.
I would not do that to you.
Get you straightened out either way. But anyways, more folks welcome. All right. Hadar says, here's a question to kick it off. The 7th anniversary tunes kick off into Legacy tomorrow. Who's taking who to higher relics first? I mean, surely all of my characters for the era are at least at 85, and anybody above there is for purely meme reasons. Purely because I could, not
Pretty
because
much,
I
yeah.
had to.
Yep, same. Yep. I think I had a couple pieces left over where I did like a couple, like 187, 186, but it doesn't matter. They're still relic too. So it's like, okay, cool. So
Individually, which one are each of you more excited about throwing those relics on?
What are you mumbling about over there?
She said, "Did you not hear her?"
Oh,
She,
did
she
that?
says she
Am I?
says she
Am I
says something
unclear?
about the.
Oh, wow. Okay, no, I was curious, like individually, right? Everybody's got to have a little favorite out of the ones that you're going to be throwing relics on. I'm curious to know which ones each of you are the most excited about.
Immediately, I shall have ready the Relic 10 Spider Mall and probably the Relic 9 DVD. Cut on my statement. Thank you. Continue.
Trying to remember. Mall tomorrow for sure. Trying to remember. I think I'm going Relic 7 on the others initially, and then Relic 10 on Mall because I'm not quite sure about them. So I think Relic 7 is a good spot to start until we get more information. But definitely, I think everyone's wants me to do Relic 10 on Mall. I was going to only do Relic 9,
Well,
but
dig this.
you know,
dig this though. I'm not 100%
word.
certain of this, but I think one of my patrons was telling me earlier today that even if you have the Relic 10 Mall, I don't know that you, because there's only a certain number of units you can bring in with you to the fight. I don't know that you need
Mhm.
all of the other characters of Relic 9, but for any of the other characters aside from Maul, who will of course be Relic 10, that you intend to bring in with you alongside the Relic 10 Maul, they do need to be Relic 9. So make ready for that if you haven't already.
I know. I even farming my ass off with flawless signal down and stuff because I'm not going to really. I'm not worried about the light side. I'm just not interested in doing Luke or Yoda. But the other characters, sure, I'll do. But I'm not really like if I can't do the last tier of the era battle, fuck it. I don't care at this point because this is more about GAC and having characters and teams for GAC and stuff. The other stuff is just extra for me at this point because that is just way too much. And I've been farming my ass on that crap, and it's just like I'd rather have them and have new teams for JC and have fun with them that way than worry about having them all at Relic 9 and stuff like that. Yeah, it's like JC is more important to me.
You have
Hey.
everybody level 85?
Yes.
Dagger, are you going to be
Hi,
hanging
Dagger.
around
And
for a
you're not-
while? And if so, can you throw on your camera and we'll throw you on?
Tell you what, I will throw on my camera here in about 20 minutes.
Hello, my friend. I love you.
Aw, hey Desi.
All right.
Been a while.
Sweetie. I know it's been like forever.
Troopers on break in the chat
God, it
asking if
has.
he could join with us on the stream chat. If you're
Who?
jump into a chat that I can see and I'll move you in, buddy. Get you squared away.
But yeah, when we're gonna have quiet time starts in like 20 minutes where kids go to their room and read, and that's when I will have the ability to turn my camera on.
Dagger jump scare indeed. Twitch chat indeed. The sudden dagger. I mean, does anyone truly expect the dagger? When it appears in your side, did you say, this is the dagger that I expected at the appointed hour?
I never expect it when I see it, though. It's,
That's right.
I did not expect dagger at this hour, but I am delighted.
It's a surprise triangular
That's
point
generally
in your ribcage.
Don't worry, Desi. That's the general consensus among women.
I mean, I can't disagree.
Leave that statement alone.
That's right.
It's
That's right.
Dagger.
That's what we do a lot of in this here chat is pretend shit didn't happen.
And then we met in the Walmart parking lot.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. It's funny to me. It's funny because a lot of your chat, Ranger, isn't familiar with the culture of my server, in which the Walmart parking lot is the central grounds for settling of disputes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As it has been for decades. as it has been for decades, for any
Yes.
manner of trade or
That's
trash dispute. Up from,
Yeah.
hey, you owe me like $500 from this shit that I loaned you, to, hey, you fucked my girl and we got to square up about that. Like, all of this, anything and everything in between, handled in the Walmart
Right.
parking lot.
It sounds to me like you can claim Waffle House parking lot.
Oh, snap. I didn't think of Waffle House.
Waffle House implies a...
Fist fight.
No, I mean, what I was talking about was a fist fight. What Waffle House requires is hospitalization.
Ah, okay. Let's not go there then.
Well,
We
I
don't.
mean, if you're gonna do something, do it well.
I mean, I respect that.
In
I'm just
game.
saying,
In game.
like,
She means in game.
I'm just saying, like, there are
In game.
those who have fucked with the Walmart. I'm sorry,
Understood.
with the Waffle House, and thought they were dealing with the Walmart, but the fact is that the people at the Waffle House need that job more than the people at the Walmart do. And so, if you're willing to take it there, they're willing to take it there harder and first.
And that's what I appreciate about them, Miss Katie.
Amen. Amen.
Word.
All right, let me
Word.
edit the for your friend Ranger, who is
Oh my
A
God.
trooper. You gonna have your cam on, troopers?
God shitting damn it. Keep asking questions in the chat, people. I promise you, as soon as possible, I will.
That's right.
Yep. We just got people popping in and out. It's an exercise in almost futility tasks. I'm sorry.
No. The only futility is me spilling gin on myself because of my drunk ass that's been drinking for the last like 6 hours.
Oh, so
So
you've had a good night.
listen, lady, I've been having a
He
good
is literally
afternoon.
drunk right now. So
What
this is
kind
gonna
of
be fun.
gin?
Yeah, he is at the belligerent. He's been at the belligerently drunk stage for like an
Oh,
hour
I've
now.
been
So
fighting.
this is gonna
I've
be
been
fun
fighting
tonight.
anybody with eyes to see for an hour. Sure.
And losing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Shut up.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Before he
what's-
went live, man, just
I
Is
enjoy
the
fighting.
Swigo
The
that
stream-
bad?
Listen,
The
long
stream
time
was
fans of the
an
stream
escape
know.
for him.
Longtime fans of the stream know that Dagger and I can spend an entire evening fighting over a fucking ketchup packet. Fun fact: the ketchup packet was used.
hey, stop talking about my girlfriend, dude.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well, welcome to the Tassenix gaming stream. Thank you all for showing up. It's been great. It's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and catch back up in with the chat. God save us all.
She reminded me. Okay, hold on. I have to correct myself. She reminded me that she no longer is a ketchup packet. That no longer exists within her.
Mhm. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
All right. We got you in here, right, troopers? Son of a bitch, you better speak.
Well,
Oh,
He's
Sandy
jumping
can't
on his
hear
chair.
him.
All right, I see his
Can you
camera
speak
on.
without the streams?
Fuck. I gotta
Chat?
figure out. Hey, first of all, figure out what the
Mm.
fuck it is wrong with you that you can't speak. I know what it is. It's not even your
Probably
fault.
for the best.
He probably doesn't have his correct microphone
Roll.
check. I don't know. Or
Almost
roll. I don't know.
entirely, certainly. Troopers, speak.
No,
You
it's
not
son
him.
of a bitch, you've ruined
It's
my life. Try again.
He has the role. It's not that. I gave him the role. It's not that. I promise.
He has
Drag
his
him in here the last
physical
time I
mic
gave him the
muted.
No, it's not physical mic. Well, it might be physical mic. Troopers,
That is-
checked your
There was a
buttons.
red fucking light on your mic, dipshit.
Yeah.
Hit the physical fucking button on your mic, you absolute goddamn ape.
Occam's razor.
It was red. It's right there. It's right there, and it's fucking
Oh
red.
no.
You
Is
Maybe there's a
Discord? Do you have
absolute ape.
Discord? Do you have the input set for that mic, or is it just some random device? Yeah, he didn't check.
What is happening?
Troopers, if you need some
Shameful.
off voice chat tech support, send me a message. We'll do a video
This
chat.
is
You're not
This is
muted.
actually everything that this stream deserves is happening right now.
I guess because
Happening.
because this man
Dag,
has
you wanna-
all of the appropriate roles to be heard, and this man will not be heard regardless.
That is a skill issue.
A Bazinga in the chat says, also, whoever gifted me a sub to Tass, thank you for saving me from ads. Appreciate you, Bazinga, and thank you for the anonymous stoner. Thank you so much.
You
I'm
can
going-
type in chat. You don't have to do mimic.
Yeah, I mean, you need to get your fuck shit together, is what it is, troopers. Like, I see you over there, jaw jacket and everything, and looking frustrated. Take all that frustrated jaw jacket and turn it into fix it into your fucking mic, yeah? Yeah. Make whatever face you fucking want.
I love
You know,
this
fix
version
your
Okay.
fucking
This version
face
of Tass is
after
great.
you fix your fucking mic, yeah? Yeah. I got time for all of it.
I'm going to sound,
Troopers,
look. I'm going to sound like the normal, peaceful one tonight, and that is going to be fantastic. Because it's been
That's just
super
work.
chill here.
I just
go
work here.
on.
You want to talk about crumble cookies again for an hour?
I
That was
sure
like
as-
20
I
minutes.
sure
Yeah.
as fucking
By the
hope not.
by the way, she did have the insomnia cookies, and she's like, these are way better. And it's like, yeah. And we got 12 of them and a thing of ice cream for the same price as your crumble cookies.
No doubt.
Hey,
Give me my
troopers,
crumble
hop
cookie.
into a side chat with me. I'm gonna drop for a minute, guys. I love you.
All right, we'll troubleshoot it, I guess. Shit is wild.
She went to
Yeah.
Taz. Oh no, she didn't. Never mind.
So, guys,
thought you
like,
meant
sounds
Taz house.
like Tassenix is inviting troopers to the Walmart parking lot. Listen, man, my best scrapping days are behind me. But if it's an important enough matter, I will meet a motherfucker out in the parking lot at the traditional 2 a.m. We will chug the traditional natty light, each of us, crush it on our foreheads, as custom demands, and then duke it out. And regardless of the outcome, there will be hands shaken. And we will move on. This is the way of the
That's right.
people.
That's correct.
You see the Clay
Ranger, do you
Disco
know,
Group
Hollywood
saga
Undead?
continues. Fantastic.
Who?
Hollywood Undead.
I don't know what that is.
Oh man,
Okay, neither did I.
you don't know the rock band Hollywood Undead?
No, I know a lot of music, but I don't know
You're
all the
too
music.
boomer-tacular, and so am I. I have no
I
idea who they
guess.
are either.
don't
I have
worry,
failed
Henry-
you, Anakin. I have failed
Don't-
you.
Don't worry, Ranger. He explained this to us like 2 hours ago, and I still don't know who they are.
Oh,
The new stuff, 2005. Apparently, is new.
just
Okay.
not familiar with their work. I mean, I think it sounds familiar,
I
but
mean, Dagger, you said it. You said you're not into new music, and I was like, that's 2005.
Yeah, and it wasn't the shit I was listening to in 2005.
And let me
clearly.
tell you something. 2005 was a goated year. I went to the, what was it? I don't think it was the Warp tour. It was some other tour where it was Linkin Park and Snoop Dogg and fucking Slipknot all on the same stage. It was
oh Lord,
wild. It was in
That's tight.
Florida. And it was great. I would do it again. And I lost 40% of the hearing in my right ear. And I would do it again.
I remember going to the Jay-Z Linkin Park concert. That was cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. I was freshman in high school when Encore dropped, man. That shit was everything at the time. That shit banged so hard. It was incredible.
Dude, I remember the first concert I went to without parents or like an older sibling was the Bullet in the Bible tour with Green Day.
Yeah, it's a ways back, yeah.
I think that was like 04, 03 or 04.
Alley Gal says, I'll meet you at Wally World just for the drink. Yeah, I mean, if you know the Wally World rap, you know, Walla 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 World. We going Walmart. We going Walmart. That was the time.
Yeah, again, I mentioned this the last time we did one of these. For me, it was always the Kmart parking lot, man. Like
Yeah, but
appreciate
did you have a B-list ranking rap tune made about the Kmart parking lot? Because if you can't say yes, there was one made about Walmart. And that's what I'm talking about.
I think you need to drink more water.
There's no water. No time soon.
Speaking of which,
Paratran, redeem
Yeah,
the
I will not be
hydrate. All
anywhere
right,
near as
dog.
drunk
All
as I
right,
was.
all right. You get a sip of water. I do have water. I got you.
I will not be anywhere near as drunk as I was the last time.
did
we
your
did
daughter not steal all of it?
Sorry? Say again?
Did your daughter not steal all your water?
Stole it a while ago, but I reclaimed it and refilled it a while ago. Now she's in bed, so I can get just as drunk as I please.
That's right.
Kmart parking lot went out of business. No doubt, man.
Okay.
Like, it became an
Was it you didn't
unfashionable-
select?
It became.
Well-
I remember even back in my early 20s, it became an unfashionable spot to scrap because we're already talking about an abandoned parking lot. Yeah. So we're talking
I-
about going to scrap with intention in a parking lot that nobody does shit in. Nobody was doing that. Even back when I was in the scrapping it, we just went to the Walmart parking lot at 2 a.m.
Okay.
Man, I haven't
Yes.
been in a real. I've been in a real
Aragon,
fight.
have a good
Hi,
night,
baby.
man. Take care, Aragon. Have a good night.
Hi,
night.
Des.
I haven't been in a real fight
Hi.
since like 2009.
Did we fix
Hi.
troopers?
We did. Tass, are you aware that when new people join the server, it is mandatory for them to have push to talk turned on? If that is an intentional choice, that's cool. But I just wanted you to know because that was the core issue. That is enforced upon somebody initially joining.
Dagger, does that make sense?
This chat specifically at one point was push to talk for people who were not.
Yeah, that's not what she
You are
said.
me
She's
level
talking
people.
about a default server rule. I'm too drunk to
I'm
parse this out
saying that.
myself right
I'm
now.
saying that, and I was gonna say that. I was gonna finish by saying that, to my knowledge, there is no setting forcing that to be the default on people that I am aware of. And if there is,
We-
please tell me how to
we-
fix it.
I don't know how to
There
fix
is,
it.
because when I joined, the reason why I left the first time is it said push to talk is required, and then when I said don't switch, it kicked me out.
And I watched that happen with my own
And then
eyeballs.
after
just a
that,
minute ago.
happened, I gave you the tag and moved you back in.
Correct.
So I
Okay,
don't
so your
know-
toggle was probably still off. Like, okay, you had to manually turn it back on after. Okay,
Yeah.
this makes sense now. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause this
let's
channel
not do
used to
this
be
in
push to talk.
segments of 3s or 5s. Let's do it all at once. I see that Ranger is on camera. We have him on stream. I see Troopers is on camera, but we don't have him on stream yet because I haven't centered him in. Is Dagger or are Dagger or Desi
I will
either
be joining
willing to
on
jump
camera in, like,
in?
5 to
Because
10
if
minutes.
so, now is the time before I go and reconfigure all the camera angles.
Well, you should
You know
wait the
what?
5 to 10 minutes that I told you when I was going to be available for camera.
Son of a
Hey,
bitch.
Dagger.
Why can't you
Yeah.
Is
put
there
on
any
your
ch-
camera and then just hang out in the
Dagger?
fucking shadows so I can set it up easily for me?
Compromise. Dagger, do you have a physical shield over your camera? And could you maybe join the video and then close that
Oh,
The
so the
least,
task
the
can get
least
his
you
stuff
could do, the
alive?
least you could do is burden your personal
It's
life
just
for
an
the sake
option
of
you
my
could
stream.
choose.
I don't know if my
It's an
camera
option you
has
could
one of those
choose.
little slides. I'm going to look.
Do you have
for
duct
details.
tape?
Mm-hmm.
Just put the
You know
kids to
what?
sleep. 5 minutes won't kill them.
I don't know. Well, first off, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Then we readjust for troopers once Dagger comes in.
Hey,
Easy solution.
is that
Done.
Baby Yoda eyes? Is that Baby Yoda or is it somebody else?
Hey, BYE.
They're watching
If
you.
that's Baby Yoda, good to see you, man, and good game. That was a really fun last match. I hope you saw some of the VOD. A fine showing, good show, a good match.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
We got to test some stuff out. I really appreciate it. It was a great fight. Thank you. Somebody else's Baby Yoda eyes. Somebody the fuck else. Well, you know what, Baby
But you're
Yoda, if
here,
you're out there, you
BYE.
know I appreciate you.
What was that, Desi?
Oh, I just BYE's here. I love her.
That
Fair enough. Kabuto Khan says, hello there. Good to see you, man. Are you in alphas? Says Baby Yoda eyes. I don't know, man.
There's someone in my guild called the Baby Yoda Eyes as well.
Sure.
Thought it was them. Yeah, same one in my guild.
oh.
All right, I see that Troopers is chilling there in the shadows, waiting to be added onto the stream cam. But I think Dagger is gonna join, and that's gonna fuck everything up if I do anything before then. So I'm just gonna wait. And Desi, consider you being put on notice. If you've got a couple minutes where you need to set things up and you want to get on cam,
Well,
go ahead and do it.
I
Because when I go ahead and reconfigure for 4 people to be on cam, I'd like to do it just once. You dig?
actually, I think that's a solution. So I'm going to cover my cam, right? Because I ain't doing that. But when Dagger joins, I'll just turn mine off. So go ahead and reconfigure it for the crew. And then Dagger can
Why
take my
can't we have it
place.
all? Why can't we have it all? Why do we have to lose you
Because
to gain him?
I look like a fucking goblin right now. That's why.
Well, first of all, you
So
don't
does
look like
Taz.
fucking anything because nothing's coming through. But also, even if you did look like a fucking goblin, why can't you look like a fucking goblin alongside Dagger instead of
Fine.
Dagger?
Fine.
There you go. All right, I see a camera. Wow, you are skipping in like Japanese tentacle porn style.
That's why I'm saying, like, this is not a good choice right now.
Fair enough. I do see
Let
you
me
though.
get a different ground. Maybe that one will be less
Wow,
awful.
look at you with all of that.
Well,
Yes,
that's what we do.
Right, that's right. These
Yes.
are the laws. Dagger, how far are you away from turning on your camera so I can actually begin the great work of the recentering?
He's not here.
Well,
he's
I'll just
keeping
neck
true to his
myself
word, it
before I
should only
wreck
be 2
myself
minutes.
then. Good stuff?
So I will hold Dagger's place.
Yeah,
And then I will
as
turn
it
my
Speaking of,
turns out,
when
as it
Dagger
turns
gets
out,
here.
Desi, the spot that you currently occupy was formerly reserved for Ranger, so you've currently knocked out Ranger, but you're looking good there, live on cam.
I
Just
bid
get
$1.
Ranger.
I bid $1, Bob. Thank you.
Hey, there we go.
Just get me here. Get troopers here.
Gavon says
Dagger and I'll flip flop when the time comes. It'll all be good.
Gavon's Stun Double in the chat says, did you see how fast GAC results were up today? Like 2 hours after close? Legitimately, I never check until the following morning. So if that's the case, let's all find out together.
Word.
Speaking of which,
Cray,
troopers, did
should
you
be
keep your word?
cray because
And,
it's already fucking there. It's there. Let's see how this man took me on. Bane Talon, as was expected. DRZ versus Gmos with the 52. Man, I fucking hate him for that. T Watt versus Gas Rex for the 57. Sawcrex Luthen versus JMM for the 57. Yeah, Mother Talls and Marin Daka versus Jabba with the Supporcron eating shit on the regular old style 34 seconds. Followed by the JMK Cat Mace into the Jabba, in which they all ate shit. Followed by the final Afra to clean up. So, all of 3 teams cleaning up Jabba. Good stuff. JMM versus Stranger. So let's think about this. The weakest of the 3 must surely...
I'm sorry for the notification spam. I saw names. They had ads. I had to do something.
We know how you are, Desi.
Actually, Ranger that was weakest, so JMM is really good against me this round. Boo. Followed by Seer Malicos Cal versus Jedi Master Mace for the 50th by 1 banner. The son of a bitch, he ruined my life. Against the Balin with the Tankron, he used Gungans with the attacker, same as me, the bastard. How dare you do the same thing I do for the same banners for 57. Bastard. Followed by Zuckus Forlome Cad. He went in with Boba. Interesting counter. Fair enough. Ray Swallow Exile
Not to
Ezra
interrupt this
slap.
incredibly boring monologue you're doing, but change your stream title on
God.
YouTube, please.
What's
It says S36 3v3 week 2
Ooh,
round
it
3
should be
versus
Chill
BabyYoda.
Stream. No, it's Chill Stream on Discord. Or on
No,
Twitch.
I said on YouTube.
Boo!
I said
Forbidden.
Very
I hate
clearly said
it.
YouTube.
Boo! No, I should have changed this earlier. I thought I changed this. Boo! Oh, boo!
Little girl. Hello, darling daughter.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the
Also, I hope y'all
notification.
are okay with me eating on camera because that's what's about to happen.
You son of a bitch.
When has that ever stopped you before?
I would. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna drop my camera.
I was about to say
Yeah.
Dagger's willing to eat. I'm sure you're all shocked. Chapter 1.
So now you can get Dagger and Troopers in, and your camera situation will be
No,
squared.
listen. Why does it have to be just them and not you?
Okay, fine.
Hmm?
Why are you so mean
Yeah.
to me?
Cass is running his
no.
mouth, but
No,
he's
no,
the
no,
one
no,
getting
no.
like super white girl wasted on a chat about a video game.
Okay, Dagger has taken over the spot 2 now. All right, let's start rolling.
Got the final
3.
showcase showdown going on right now.
This is
How
really.
many
I'm
fucking
looking
people
myself.
do I have? I
Screen
have 4
tap.
people, so I got to figure out how to fit all of you.
You know
Man,
what?
looking at
Just
me
have
on your
that.
stream tab, I need to like trim my beard. This is getting This is unreasonably.
Listen,
Well, they're not going to
Baby,
be
I
able to
need a
see it.
haircut too.
They're not going to be able
This
to see
is
your stream.
unreasonably scraggly. Unreasonably so.
Wait a minute. If you put us all on the stream, they're not going to be able to see what you're looking at. So that seems
It's for the
Literally.
best. It's for the best. I promise. It's for the best.
All right. Just throwing that out
Just
there.
put Ranger right in the bottom left-hand corner, and it would solve most of the problems of this stream.
That's right. I don't know why, but okay.
Put Troopers with the white face paint dead in the center.
Yeah, what is this about
What?
you having to wear? What do you have to? Why do you have to wear makeup now, Troopers?
What? Who
Yeah,
said
explain.
who
You
I
said
had
it.
to?
It's clipped.
What
Oh
are
my
we
God.
talking about?
Oh, well, that was the understanding at some point
Oh,
on a stream that happened.
thing. Yeah.
It's just a little bit of makeup. It ain't that hard. But hey, do we really need to go into that right now? I don't think
No.
Here's the best part. The best part of all of this is I was about to look at the Twitch chat, and I'm like, I don't have to do that anymore because Pills paid to have me not check that.
it's actually true. If you weren't here last Chill stream, I want to say that from a pretty objective angle, Dagger's been relieved from duty. Like you can't hold him to account for anything, for shit.
Yeah, Cass got paid
That's
for me
so
to do less
Pills.
work. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of someone getting paid for me to do less work. Huge fan.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Amen.
I would prefer I get paid to do less work, but I will take someone else getting paid for me to do less work as long as I'm the one doing less work.
Friday was wild.
Yep.
All right, we
Yes, it
got
was.
Troopers locked in on the frame. Next frame going live. All right, who else we got? We got Ranger and
Me
got
and
Desi
Dagger
to settle
and
out.
Ranger.
Bitch.
Trying to look like the Brady
mean,
Bunch.
Listen, you
You
guys
wouldn't have to
talk
have me
freely.
if you didn't insist upon
you
it. I'm just
bastards,
saying.
you guys talk freely
have-
and engage the chat as you will, because I've got to figure out how to make you guys make sense. Fuck off. Turn off.
Well,
You can
Troopers
just
is
have
mostly
one
ghostly
less
because
to
he is,
do.
like, unironically the whitest person on this chat.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you're
Tassenix.
gonna have the
This-
whitest
this-
person on this chat and the whitest person only, the rest of you can fuck off.
I
Vince,
guarantee you I'm whiter.
I'm saying that if you look at all of our pictures,
Desi,
like on screen
Desi,
right now,
Dagger,
Troopers
all
is the
Dagger, all due
white-
respect.
What?
Desi tried to put disrespect on my name by trying to imply that she's whiter, and honestly, I'm the palest motherfucker I know.
Do I need to send you a picture
Do it.
of my
Get out of the
legs?
house more often.
Do it.
I'm
Do it.
telling
I'm,
you.
I'm almost translucent. Like, I'm not going to take this shit from no rando on the internet, even if they are a
I
sweater
don't know if you can
rando.
see this.
too.
I don't know if you can
And
see
also-
this, but my blood veins are visible. Like I
It
am also
takes
pale.
5
that's
minutes
just
in
the
the sun
minimum.
for my skin to go
That's
red,
just the
man.
minimum.
That
I've seen it. Yeah,
So
I've
when
seen
I'm-
it happening.
But what I am saying is that on this current panel, Troopers does look like it's the lighting looks like the whitest of all of us by a fair amount.
Fair.
I do believe that you are whiter in general.
That's
Whiter
good
and
because you
wider.
would be unwise to disbelieve. There's that. There's filter. Up.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
The stream is so screwed right now, and I
Yeah.
apologize, party people.
That's disrespectful as
I
fuck. Turd Ferguson said Troopers is almost there with Ram for his whiteness.
Oh man,
That is disrespectful.
that's
You're
time
gonna-
to go to the Walmart
Wow.
parking lot.
I mean, it's time for people to square up. You know, they
Right.
had their
Oh,
chance
oh,
to
white?
get right.
Look, the sub
Why
guy.
is Troopers quiet?
Hold on, the sub guy. The problem with what you said is that Ranger is still alive, so I don't believe he's he's a Palestinian.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ, Jesus!
And Dagger's
all I'm
sober.
going to say is this. I did a leg to leg, like tan comparison with Ram Bam. In Vegas, we were basically the same level of white. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and just for those who don't believe me, the sub guy said that I think Ranger is the Palestinian of y'all because he glows in the dark. And I said
Oh,
he can't
I'm
be
the darkest.
Palestinian.
That's right.
He meant palest.
Yeah, whatever he meant, I know what he typed, and I
Voice
responded
to
to what
text
he typed.
betrayed that man.
And Cass is too drunk to like functionally remove me from this chat. per se.
Palestinian.
Yeah,
The old Palestinian.
I am reasonably
Palest-
drunk, but regardless of any season or any reason, you can reliably expect that if push comes to shove, I'm meaner than any person here.
That is actually true.
I'm
Cass
willing.
is actually probably the meanest person I know.
It's actually a low key hidden fact, real facts, you know, hidden on the down low.
Mhm.
I'm not going to argue.
I heard that on them streets about you, Tess. Yeah, heard that about you.
Right. Let's give it the 900. Nope, that ain't it. How about the 800? How about the 820? Listen, this isn't a priceless work of art here. I ain't doing the best I ever did. And
You're doing
It's
great.
not a
Doc.
work of
Doing
art
great.
at all.
shut the fuck up. You're also
You could
right.
just decomplicate this by turning me off.
No, I would do the same. Ask Dagger.
wouldn't
I don't
solve the
care if you
problem,
were a
Desi. The
member of
problem-
a regular show, if you were some rando I was bringing in for a single conversation. I would put the same level of effort in, regardless.
You can put that respect on it.
Just put Ranger over Dagger and all good.
Jesus.
I'm going
Here's
to
a
add an
story.
extra
You
layer
get
of
to recycle the joke
complication
that I
because it
made,
shouldn't be
Sarah?
lagging like this. I'll
I know
be
you're
right
like
back.
15 years old, but you don't get to recycle the joke that I made like 2 minutes ago at my expense.
Him.
We still
I
know.
mean, you recycle the jokes Taz makes at his expense.
Hey, yeah, but you know what? It's not cool if I call him out on that. It's so much better if somebody else that isn't me calls him out on that.
Yeah, but the biggest difference there is that Tass doesn't have original jokes. He's just copying mine and then wants to flame me when I say my jokes that he copies. and
Hey,
blames me for
I'll
copying.
leave that up to everybody else here.
Hey, nothing's original. Everything's copied.
Well,
I
I mean,
would say
again,
that is
time-
largely accurate since Socrates. Listen, Desi, Did you have the audacity to dare to
Yeah, she
turn
left.
your
had-
camera off?
Her
Yeah.
her
Not only
internet
did she
went
turn her camera off, she left.
because of her internet. She said so.
Oh,
She did
no.
say so with everybody talking over her. She put her hand up and tried to
I
get your
heard her.
attention about it, and she'll be right back. Yeah.
May,
So
may,
she
may
was
I just
professional about
offer
it.
to the group amongst us? Thank
Yeah,
you.
Cass is saying, I am the autistic person. Hear me screech.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me check back with the chat because it's been a few minutes and the alcohol set in, and I haven't checked in. I haven't checked in a few.
That's right.
Why is Troopers mostly ghostly? I'll let him answer for that. Desi feet pick? Probably not on the near time if I had to guess.
Literally never gonna happen. Literally
Hey,
never gonna
Desi's
happen.
back. Okay, it's time to reconfigure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Almost
time to set
there.
up. Oh my God! But for the grace of God, we can finally set up fucking rank. All right, 1700 on the left.
He's fine.
So for the
It
record,
was the first.
the
Am
2x chalupa meal from Taco Bell with a Baja Blast Zero is still fantastic.
Anything with the Baja Zero is fantastic. What do you mean?
That's true. 680 calories, man. Can't beat that with a stick.
Facts.
Why are you crying, troopers?
He's just laughing. That's the most random.
Nah, listen, troopers.
No,
You're
I
just
straight up said I
troopers.
was
You're
eating.
exposing
I straight
yourself
up
as
said I
a
was eating.
casual. You're exposing yourself as a casual because honestly,
No.
anybody who shows up regularly into the Task House chat is exposed to such irradiation on a daily basis. So the fact that you have to stop and laugh and compose yourself is indicative
Oh,
of
man.
your lack of exposure to this toxic regime.
Have you not heard the good word of the Baja Blast?
I'm on a
terrified to
diet,
know.
so no.
So am I. That's why I'm eating Taco Bell instead of like Burger King.
That's
okay. No.
You can eat a
That's
Taco Bell
rage bait.
bowl and
That's
it's
rage bait.
fine.
That's not rage bait.
No, the
Now,
diet
troopers
is so
make-
he literally shits his stomachs out in like a few hours.
Well, you get that. It's not wrong.
Sub guy says
gonna
Tassenix
lose
thinks he
weight.
is Casper. Where I just skipped the cat. I just skipped the.
Yeah, why are y'all so pale? That's a good point.
We don't either
I look
I'm not gonna
all-
leave the house.
We can all
I
agree
look
that
practically
Dagger is the
pink.
lover of C.S. Lewis as sub guy. Tassenix thinks he is
I'm not a
Casper
big
the
fan of
Hungry Ghost. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of Christian nationalists who write like apology or Christian apologetics.
Oh my
into their
God.
books.
here we go.
Just feel right.
What? I was referring to C.S. Lewis.
I know.
What?
He's bird. The word says bazinga only if you really.
Look, Desi.
Buddy.
It's the new
Oh,
glass
your
shot
new
stripper.
shoe is so pretty.
Wait, what'd you
Yeah.
get?
I've got
Glass
the new
slipper.
glass slipper, Pretty Princess slipper.
Wait,
And-
how are you
and-
gonna wear it though? Won't it break?
No, hold on. And the best part is that it's dishwasher safe.
No, that's
Mm.
what I'm asking. Is like, how is he gonna like? Well, he can't wash it because he's not gonna be able to wear it because it'll break when he tries it on.
That is the dumbest thing you have ever said to me, troopers.
You
You literally just heard me. Let us recap the words that came out of my mouth. I have the new Pretty Princess glass slipper for shots and stuff.
Oh,
But just the size of it still didn't register for you with that. And you still think that is going to fit on my foot. When you say shit like this, it makes my dick hurt.
well, I was just trying to like add two and two.
I feel like it's the wrong person making your dick hurt. I was going to be honest with you.
Well, Dagger. To make my point fair, is I thought he maybe ordered the wrong size. He had to ship it back or something.
Oh my God.
Because well, I don't know if he's being Cinderella. He's gonna put on the glass
No,
slipper. You know,
honestly, I want to know, Ranger, did you make sure for the manufacturer that it was dishwasher safe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, how did they react to you asking that question?
I just checked if it was. I didn't ask. I just looked.
Oh, does it say on the shoe that is dishwasher safe? Is that like something
Mhm.
that comes with the shoe?
Yes.
You know,
And if it wasn't,
it
I'd
occurs to me
explain it.
that I haven't put on any background music this entire time. Probably.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, Ranger,
It-
is Tassenix also dressing up?
No.
Why not?
Don't say it like that.
Tasses-
I think that there's an amount. No, hold on. There is an amount of money to make Tass dress up. I don't think anybody would be willing to pay it, but I assure you,
Yes.
there is a number.
Yes.
Nomads might.
Listen, I believe in capitalism on the high level. I don't think that I would be willing to sell my labor for the purposes of killing random people. But if you wanted,
That's exactly how I feel about it.
but if you wanted me to sell my labor for the purposes of throwing randomly explosive confetti into party goers for 6 to 12 hours at a time, look, like, I'm your man. Like, let's talk rates.
Yeah, it's just $50,000 over 3 years.
I mean,
You can finance it. It'll be fine.
Probably a little more.
Yeah.
Ranger, you're on it.
That sounds more
Basically,
like
you
a
have to pay
Soviet
Tass more
payment
than it would cost him to
scheme.
join ICE.
Dagger, that sounds more like a Soviet payment scheme. So you'll
Okay, we got
you'll
Russian.
forgive me if I don't immediately believe in your
No, I'm
ability to pay on that. Yeah.
Oh no! All I'm saying is they'd have to pay you more than it costed than they would than the incentive to join ICE. I think that's
Oh,
a fair-
sure. Well, hey, whatever you're willing to agree to on paper surely must be what I will actually get paid by the Soviet state at the time that the tender is
We'll
due.
bring
Yeah?
Russia in. All right.
Gagger, I love you so fucking much. Never change.
Tass is
Never
really
change.
drunk, so this is going to be a fun night for me.
It's not going to get better before it gets worse. Let me tell you something.
No.
Wait, Ranger, did your dress come in?
We haven't raised enough money for that yet. We're still a couple $100 off that.
But you're
And
gonna...
I haven't selected the dress yet.
Oh,
I have a
okay,
couple of options, but
Are you gonna fit it on him or like?
I know the image that is in my head.
Okay.
I can
okay.
talk about it now if you guys want to hear about it. But
Oh god.
Hey.
Sure.
Troopers, did the face paint come in yet?
Hey, how about you be quiet and shut the hell up and let Desi talk about Ranger?
Tass,
You know,
Is
being quiet and shutting the hell up are a little redundant.
I just need to double verification.
No. Maybe Troopers is on the cusp of the age of knowing
Oh.
what it is to tell some stupid motherfucker, you shut the fuck up when you're talking.
Word.
Yeah.
I've known that feeling in my bones. Let me tell you.
so
I've
so
had
what
to
this
sit
sounds
there-
like is
I've
maybe
had to
you
sit
should
there
try
in front
that.
of the motherfucker who professed himself to be competent and listen to him at length between 2 to 5 minutes, let him pontificate, and then be like, okay, so where would you like me to start?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, you actually got a Swiggle question in there from Savor.
I was just about to try to highlight
let me
that.
get that out there. Zavor99 says,
Yeah, let's do
sorry
that.
to ask the swagger question, son of a bitch that I am, interceding on this bullshit stream. But does anybody know if Maul's unique triggers in the order it's written, i.e., health boost, then prot to health conversion? In general, the logic is as follows. Starting from leadership position, then every character that you load in thereafter, starting from first to second to third, fourth, their uniques load in sequentially ahead of the leadership. So regardless of who is the leadership slot, the uniques in the leader will activate. Then all other characters in the party shall have their uniques activate and only then shall the leader character's leadership ability.
Well,
Only then
that'd
will
be
it activate.
fantastic. That'd be fantastic if that answered his question.
Yeah, what
I
the fuck
believe
are you
that
talking about?
I believe that the uniques execute from the bottom up. So the second unique would execute before the first. I believe.
Yeah. No,
it converts
that
protection to
literal-
health and then
wow.
adds 25%.
Man, you stupid fucking shits. It literally answers the fucking question. The first character loaded in goes first. The second character loaded in goes second. The third character in goes third. God damn it. Don't call me out if you're going to be fucking wrong about it.
You didn't answer the question that time either.
Don't call me out if you're going to be fucking wrong about it. Do that shit
You
some
didn't
of the
answer
fuck
the
else.
question that time
And do it
either.
more quiet. Damn. Don't be wrong
Mike,
and
you
be
didn't
loud.
answer the
Be
question
wrong and
either
quiet.
time.
Or be quiet and right. Don't
You
be
didn't answer
don't be
the
loud
question either
and wrong.
time.
Don't do that.
You didn't answer the question either time.
The question was,
The
how
question-
do uniques
The question was, in
uniques
what order
load?
do you?
And I
No,
literally described the
No,
sequence.
that's not what he asked. That is
Listen.
not what he asked. He said Maul has 2 uniques. Which one happens first?
You
did not answer
listen,
that.
listen.
The
I
effects are on both the same unique. The
Oh,
both
shit.
effects are on the
Oh,
same
shit.
unique. And
Oh,
it's
shit. That's actually a good question, and if I'm not
it's the
mistaken,
conversion and then
go
the
ahead
extra
and
stat.
Scream your fucking ass off at me for telling you didn't answer
Wait,
the
wait,
question.
wait.
You didn't answer the fucking question.
wait, stop. Is it? Is it?
I just read.
I'm trying. I'm literally trying to think back to a conversation with what's his fucking
Behead.
meathead. Thank you.
No,
I'm
the order of
pretty-
operations
I'm pretty
are different.
sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I want to say with some degree of certainty that on a singular character basis, bottommost, not topmost, loads first.
It's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the same unique.
Huh?
Oh, then I have no idea. That's a CG coding
For this,
issue. That's
for
a CG
this-
coding question.
for this question, that won't matter because both effects are from the same unique.
Yeah, then that's
No,
a
it
CG
doesn't
okay.
matter.
Listen,
Yeah.
Hera. You can just say you don't know. Don't be anywhere in between. Like the fact is that on a programming basis, one of the 2 uniques loads first, and I'm pretty sure that something. I have no calculation basis to say this. I'm pretty sure I either heard this from Meathead himself or I saw it from a source I otherwise trust. That I want to say second. Like the bottommost unique loads ahead of uniques above it, and I would have to check it. Don't take anything from this stream on gospel on that point. I'd have to check it with Meathead. Matter of fact, as a courtesy to all of you who are so kind as to view the stream while we're live, I'll shoot a message to Meathead and see if he is willing to answer in kind.
Also, additionally, I do believe that uniques individually execute from the bottom up.
Yeah, so
Could
it
be-
converts protection to health and then adds 30%.
I believe so, yes. But that's something to look into the coding, and the coding should be on .gg for that. Should keyword.
Yeah,
should.
I'm looking at the ability. I just clicked on it and it shows in that order.
Good. So we did get the question answered at long last.
I answered in chat as soon as he asked.
Man, is it bad enough? I know that one has a red ring and one has a blue ring, but Maz and Quiggle look way too much alike for their own good.
Okay, that's a little specious, I guess.
How is it
That's the
species
word.
if they're not the same species?
That you know what I mean.
No, what do you mean?
I'm gonna need you to explain
That's-
it to me like I'm 5.
Ranger, don't
That's
no,
very
he knows what I
impure
mean.
racism.
That's impossible. Stop it.
All right,
I think-
Savor, I've got your question in to Meathead, and I don't know if he'll respond, but if he does, I'll let you know for sure.
Yeah. Hey, DeKalb.
Man,
Ah,
Hey, DeCobb.
DeCobb's really bad
I
at
love
responding to
seeing
messages.
DeCobb.
All the Discord
God,
messages.
DeCobb.
Oh my
Wait,
god!
what?
If I
The
saw,
Cobb?
if I had a bunch of Discord messages, I would definitely never. You're absolutely about that. We don't run a
DeCobb
terribly
is
efficient
absolute
process
fucking
over here.
bum.
We know.
DeCobb is an absolute bum. Does not respond to messages. Does not respond to tags.
It's from you.
Just hops
not
in the
from-
chat,
But
runs his
the
mouth.
Cobb is
That's
amazing.
that's not true.
Hey,
That's not true.
Desi gifted out a sub to DeCobb. Very kind of
Because
you.
I
Thank
love
you,
him.
Desi.
Oh my gosh.
I know DeCobb. I know you are. But I did message you earlier today, and you just
DeCobb.
flagrantly ignored my message.
DeCobb. First of all, a compliment for asking a salient, competent question. Second, didn't you retire from the game? And if so, fuck you? Can it be
No,
both?
he plays. What are you talking about? He plays. What are you talking about?
I thought I heard about
What?
him quit. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm wrong.
Do you fault me for the?
I'm okay.
He stopped playing for a while because he was playing the Zeri account way back in the day.
Okay, so I'm not outrageous for having that impression in my
But he's
mind.
been back playing for like 2.5 years, something like that. 2.5 years.
I mean, I quit a few years ago and came back. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the best accountant about this type of thing, clearly, but you know what? Glad to have you back. Heard Ferguson asking in the chat, I need to know if Stranger is better on offense since we have 2 rounds under our belts. The fact is that, dig this, I have a patron of mine today that took in Pirate King Hondo, OG Hondo, and a tank versus Stranger, Star Killer, and the third, and managed to lose. I want to tell you right now, that is the exception, and you have reasonable
To answer your
odds.
question, he's going to be fine on defense with the new mall that's coming out tomorrow morning.
I mean, yeah, all
It's
right.
not in the morning.
All right.
It's in the afternoon, Dagger.
Dagger skipped 2 minutes 30 seconds ahead of my brain there, but basically what I was about to say was, here in this week, doesn't fucking matter.
Mhm.
However, starting with week 3, we will have Spider Mall. You will have Permakill added to that team, which was not otherwise available, save for adding Maliko. And Pirate King Hondo has been a reliable kill weeks 1 and 2 precisely because you could kill either of Malikos' sides, and then he revives them, and then you finish out the fight, and all things considered, 55 to 57 banners. It's looking pretty good for you. But yeah, if you're going to put them into check now, you're going to find that there's a lot less people teach you the right way. Continue.
I plan on putting on defense. Yes.
Defense.
Yeah, they'll be on defense next week for sure
Yep.
because you'll have Maul.
And mine's gonna be on defense, especially with that FDC. So
Will we get the FDCs in time?
no, the FDC
Yeah, we-
won't be this week. So it's gonna be last week of 3s. We're gonna have a gap
Which
week
is this
with
week.
Conquest,
Which is this week,
Yeah.
yeah.
and then
So-
we only get a week. We only get a week to farm until the FDCs lock into Grand Arena. We only get like
Yeah, it's always been
7
like that.
Yeah, it's always been like that.
it's yeah.
Yeah, unless you just spend the crystals and the extra materials.
Well, we
Yeah.
only get
we
one
only-
conquest to work on.
Yeah,
us,
you
so,
only get
yeah.
one conquest.
For 7 FTCs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Get your ass to Sector 4, kids, on Monday, and make sure you get those crystals used.
Hey, and you better be using up to 200 crystal refresh
Well,
on
no,
that
no.
sector.
Honestly, get the Sector 3 first because you're not there. There's nothing dusting, and Sector 3 is going to have the highest amount of Mark 2, and you need Mark 1 because there's no dusting.
Yeah.
So get
Just
the
buy it with
get the Sector 3.
SCC.
You'd rather buy rerolls, I promise.
You can't buy Mark IIs. You can't buy Mark IIs with the
Mark once.
Yeah, what I'm saying is I would spend my charge up currency on reroll materials and just go to Sector 3 to make sure that I get enough Mark 1 and Mark 2, because not everyone has unlimited charge shop currency, and the rerolls are going to be way more important now that you only have one conquest to farm.
Yeah. It's going to be a bitch.
If you're farming just for the FTCs, rerolls don't matter.
Well, you're not farming just for the FDCs.
You're going to need you're going to need a few more besides. It's like you don't need every FDC, especially if you're not using every character. So you can kind of like, if you're not using Choda or Stormtrooper Luke, don't bother, right?
If we're
you could if you want the stats.
No, so me personally, what I'm gonna do for my focus Datacrons, I'm only gonna get 3. And this, I have them all at 7 stars. All the characters are gonna be unlocked at Relic 2. I'm gonna get Mauls first. I'm gonna get Vader's, and then I'm looking at Barris's because I think that one's gonna be great with Seer. After that, I'm just gonna work on all the other Datacrons.
One of the great parts is that most of these focus Datacrons like don't even look that good. So
the Barris one looks good, especially if you pair it with Seer. Oh yeah, it does.
Is it better than the current Barris one?
No, the
They're
Inquisitor
different Barris. Different Barris.
Oh.
Inquisitor Barris FDC is what I'm talking about. But yeah,
I mean, all the new character
ones
are going to be really good. They're going to have to. Actually, no, it actually won't be that good in 5s probably, but it'll be good in 3s for sure.
No, that's what I'm saying. The Barris one's going to be really good in 5s if you put it with Seer and then plug someone else in. You put what is it, 9th Sister, Barris, and I think it's 7th Sister in there. That's going to be a scary team to face. Second, yeah.
I would go Seer, Cal Malicos with the 2, like 7th and 9th if you wanted to. And
the biggest part of that is that Malicos is still going to do 95% of your damage, so the Datacron's probably not going to matter a ton.
The problem is you can't even fit the 3 into that team unless you just like no Cal, no tank.
Yeah, it's either no tank or no Malicos, basically. And
actually, 9th Sister's a tank. Never mind.
For the purpose of everybody listening, are we talking about, right now we are at the end of week 2. We're on the cusp of week 3 of 3 versus. Is what you guys talking about be applied to 3 versus 3 or 5 versus?
5v5.
Well, that depends.
Fuck all that. No, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Talk 3 versus 3.
No, they're going to be here tomorrow before lock-in.
They're coming out tomorrow, Tass.
Yeah,
where are you going to get the mats from?
Yes, Stagger. Yes, Stagger. And I'm glad you're able to understand that I'm frustrated by the idea of talking about shit that has to do with 5 versus 5 when we're still 3 weeks away from fighting in 5 versus 5.
Fair. And all I was saying is that I don't think the Barris one is a huge priority because it's 3v3 currently. So I'm not going to try and get the Barris one tomorrow. I'll get it before 5v5, sure. But I'm not fussed about the Barris
IG, Asajj, and Bears don't matter for 3v3.
Okay.
Asajj might. Asajj might.
No, because Asajj won't.
The Vader,
Fennec,
the ones that matter
Furloom,
are the
and
Maul
Zuckuss.
one. The ones that matter are the Maul one and the Vader one. Those are the 2 key ones that you're going to.
Vader's not going to be good, so I don't know if the Vader one's going to matter.
Vader, you can't say he's going to be garbage. You can't say he's going to be garbage.
I can.
You can.
EPMJ doesn't.
He can also be
worse
wrong.
Than Jawas. No. If you're going to say garbage, is he going to be worse than Jawas? Because that's garbage.
Well, no.
Yes, because the Jawas
he's worse than Jawas.
Wait. Troopers. Respectfully, rather. In Kuiper 1, Gawakron doesn't.
No.
No, I'm saying I'm just saying pure character versus character. Is Vader worse than a Jawa?
But he's obviously not saying that.
To tell you, hold on, Dad. And I'm trying to tell you, troopers, with respect, anybody fighting inside the top of Kyber 1, the answer is going to be no.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to get to.
No. Vader is not going to see play inside the top 200, is what he's saying.
That's not what I said,
Vader
but go
will
ahead
not
and make
play.
it a case for it. Go for it.
Oh, sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying then. That's my bad. I thought that's what you were saying.
What I'm saying is there
Dagger?
is going to be a use for Vader. That is all I'm saying.
Dagger,
I mean,
with
am I
the
gonna say he's gonna
FDC
break the meta? No.
With the
There's gonna
FDC, he
be-
will see a lot of use because his level 15 lets him take bonus turns every time an opponent attacks out of turn. He can't be defeated while Palpatine's alive, and a bunch of other stupid shit. So for the next 3 months, yes, he's gonna see use.
I don't even know if that's true. Like, well, what is he going to
I'm
be?
reading
What
it.
is he going to be?
I mean,
What do you
you're
mean
complaining
it's not
that
true?
there
The
was not.
FDC's out.
You were saying they weren't gonna
I
get
wasn't
turns
saying
because
at
it's a
all.
turn meter team. Every
I
time,
wasn't
if
saying
you
that. That's not what
take them,
No, that's not what I said.
so that's what
not
you
what you
told
told me,
me
Dagger.
when I asked you weeks ago.
No,
You're like,
no,
they're a
that's
turn meter
not
team.
what I-
You can't get ahead.
Yeah, and does this give them Does this make them take a bonus turn at the start of the fight?
No, if you take them into a team with attacks at a turn, every single attack at a turn gives Vader a bonus turn.
How? Okay, what teams are you fighting on defense that are going to allow Vader to take bonus turn?
I mean,
Any
if
team
I,
with attacks
if
at
I,
a turn.
If I understand him
All right,
correctly,
start naming teams. Start naming teams.
if I understand him correctly, Dyer, literally any team that's willing to attack outside of its own term, which is more teams than is worth
Then not.
listing.
Yes, but if you name the team, we can talk about whether or not the EPMJ Vader team is going to be mechanically capable of beating the team, even with the bonus turns. Do you see what I'm saying?
Sure,
Like,
I do.
I don't think he's going to see a
Grey
significant
Mothers,
amount of play even in the
Mace,
top
Jabba.
100 with the Kron. He's not beating Jabba.
He's
There's no
he's
chance.
listing teams right now.
I'm just listing
There's no
teams
chance he beats
that
Jabba.
Tass faced this week that
Yeah,
have
there's no
attacks
chance
at
he
a
beats
turn.
Jabba.
Balin, the Zuckus team, Queen,
Zucker's team. Yeah,
Bo-Katan,
so he's
Momega,
not beating-
Maz. Not Maz, of course.
All right, well,
because
you're just
it's
listing
Sith,
a whole
but
bunch of teams. Out of all the teams you listed, there's like 2 he might beat, and there's already a ton of
But
teams.
that's
he beats.
Zori.
Zori's not on defense.
I'm not saying he's gonna. I'm not saying he's going to shit on the entire board. I'm saying there are teams you could try him against, and the FTC
Yeah, but the
is
way,
going to
but the way
activate.
Troopers is saying, but Troopers is, correct me if I'm wrong, was trying to imply that he's going to be a high level team that's beating good teams on defense. And all I'm saying is, I think he's going to. All I'm saying is, I
Dagger.
think that.
What I meant is,
All I'm saying
what I
is
was
that I
trying
think
to
he's
say-
going to be a.
Can you,
All I'm saying.
Can you guys
is
talk
that
one
I
at a
think he's
time?
going to be-
Go ahead.
One at a
All
time.
I'm saying is that I think he's going to be. All I'm saying is that I think he's going to be a replacement level B team. I don't think
And I
he's
agree
going
with
to
you.
be. hyper meta.
No, and that's
That's
what
what I'm telling
I'm Dagger. My whole point was, I'm not saying that he's going to be like a meta-defining team that's going to be beating like top tier teams. I'm saying that with that Datacron, everyone's going to find a use for him, whether you're in high Kyber or whether you're not in like Kyber 1. There is going to be a use for him. Now, is it going to be a use that we would like to see for him, like him beating stuff that we would like to see? No. But I guarantee that people are going to find a way to use the Kron.
All right,
Yeah,
That's
and I'm
what
saying
I'm
I'm not
I'll
going
let
to
you.
rush
I'll
it
let you guys
because I don't
debate a
think
couple
he's
minutes.
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
strong.
be right back.
Yeah,
But
my point
that,
here is I don't think the Kron is worth rushing because I don't think he's going to be dominant enough.
can we agree that the Maulcron's a must-have? Can we agree on that?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
But what do you mean probably? No, it is.
He didn't
It is a
read. He
must.
hasn't read it yet because it doesn't matter. He's gonna have all of it anyway.
Oh, he hasn't read it. Okay, if Dagger hadn't
No,
read anything, then my apologies.
Hold on. So here's the reason why I say that. I don't know how many teams are going to be able to beat this with or without the Datacron. So if we add the Datacron, I don't know if that boxes out things that we're going to beat it anyways, because I don't know what beats it. So do I think it's necessary? Probably. It will definitely be a better team, but if only Seabane is beating it, and Seabane beats it with and without the Kron, then does the Kron matter?
I mean, if in this, what if it pinches more banners? Because I know, I'm not.
The Kron will matter later.
Sure. I'm not saying it won't matter. I'm saying that it's inconclusive how much it will matter. Because I think the Maul team is going to have like exactly one counter, and it's going to be Seabane.
I can say
Lord
that
Vader.
it's going to be a hard team to don't.
I just don't think that he's going to have.
Lord Vader attacker just sacks a ton of damage, kills the sides, and then deal with them all later.
But that's not one shot.
I'm just saying, if it's Stranger,
Yes, it is.
Star Killer, and Maul, I think it's legitimately just like Seabane. Seriously. I just
Why do
I
you-
just
why
don't
do you-
see anything that
like-
are gonna compete.
Like right now in this set, why do you think a Lord Vader attacker wouldn't work?
I think the team has too much. I think the team has enough damage output to chew through. Because Lord Vader is
There-
already a scary banner win. Because without Maul, they have enough damage to kill all your sides frequently, or to kill some of your sides. And I know that I've seen people use the. I saw one person, I should say, use the Stranger to beat Lord Vader with no Maul.
Problem with the
So-
AI on defense against Lord, like I've used Lord Vader every round to beat whatever Stranger lineup it's been and destroyed it because
It's a 90% win rate, yeah, with 52 banners.
yeah, and the banners
and
will
now
depend on like how it
Maul-
goes.
And now imagine Maul. Like again, I think it'll be an AI thing. I think it'll be at be at the mercy of the AI for sure. But
Watch them all just
But
open with the
What
AoE
I
instead
want
of
to
the
see
fracture.
is that
I also think Lord
Troopers,
Vader's
hold on. Everybody
I
stop
also think
talking over
Lord
each other.
Vader-
Troopers, stop it.
I also think Lord Vader is
Continue.
one of the better teams on defense this season. So I know pulling it is like rough, just because I know it'll. And even if it, I think it does deal with or will deal with Maul, and I think there are going to be some cases where they overwhelm it. But I just think the team has overperformed on defense for me the first couple weeks, to where I think I'd be hard pressed to pull it off. But I do understand that concept, which is why I said I think I'm going to default to Seabane. And even if the two counters are Seabane and Lord Vader, I don't know if the Maul Kron is going to move the needle. Sorry, go ahead.
My
apologies.
my only this is where I'm coming from, because the same thing was when Hondo came out, right? The thing that we were looking at when it came to defense is how he opened up the battle, right? And I think that's going to tell us a lot in the when we go on offense facing this team, what we can use, right? That's where I'm thinking. So like once we know how the AI plays it, then we can determine, oh, if they're opening up with this, we can bring this in to counteract that opening play, right? But we don't know how
Yeah, but
that's
do you
going
want
to
to
be
be the
yet.
guinea pig? Do you want to be the guinea pig on Wednesday?
Who's the guinea pig?
'Cause I don't want to try that out. I mean, I'm asking you, do you want to find
will.
out for us what works?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't. I
Yeah,
do it all the
figure it
time
out.
on stream. I mean, that's why I'm the lower end of Kyber one because I'm in there doing some bullshit.
Where?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
for-
honestly think that this Stranger team is going to be ridiculous.
For 5v5 with the Kron, I think the Kron's going to be a lot more important
Well,
because
well-
Bear's level 6
Yeah.
doesn't let your enemy prevent revives. Like revives can't be prevented. And the level 3, death marks the weakest enemy whenever anyone's revived. So like, good luck. There's 2 people reviving on that team and you can't prevent it.
I don't know.
Let's just see what happens, man. We don't know until we actually get our hands on it.
Ranger,
and do
the
stuff.
thing that's pissing me off, Ranger, still is the point that we talked about with Taz on your stream. Is I'm seeing a lot of 5-6 star malls. They're all gonna have access to this Kron, right? They're
know,
all
but-
going.
So what?
It is what it is, but they will be lower relics.
It's not so
it's-
what. I'm not gonna let that be a so what because that shouldn't be the case.
I agree. It shouldn't be, but it is what it is. We're past that point. Now we got to figure out what we're going to do with them, right? So, but I think the level of your mall relic level will have an impact on that team too. Because if he's
Yeah.
only 6
Oh, for
stars, because a lot of people didn't get it, and
Yes.
he can get
Yeah.
his relic 5. He's taking 200% damage every turn. So I think a Lord
Mhm.
Vader or C Bane is going to be terrorizing people for about 9
Also a
months,
lot less
6 to
health.
9 months. Yeah,
And he's a
but you
character
get my
skills with
point,
max
right?
health.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get your point, Ranger. It's just the fact that if you still because my thing is this. If I think there should be counters that should be opened up if you have a lower star mall. That is my point. If you have a lower star mall, you should be able to use different teams to beat that team variant. if you still have to bring in a Sea Bane or a Lord Vader to take on that team with a 6-star Maul because of the Kron. I want to emphasize this. If it is because of the Kron, you still have to bring those in. I think that's unfair because that is a spit in the face of the people who invested in that character.
Yeah, but we don't
Not
even know
really.
the 7-star counter.
but we don't-
Let
No, it's
alone
not
6
because
stars.
because the people who got Maul maxed are going to have a resource event for him.
Yeah, you can't
we're gonna
R10
have
6
a
stars, and you can't 7 stars for a while.
No, but I'm saying if a 5-star Maul requires the same teams that you need in order to be like a Relic 9, Relic 10, then that's stupid. If the Kron lifts him up that much, that's what I'm saying.
How? You realize
I'm
that the
s-
character's only you realize that the character investment's only like 1/3 of the overall team investment. You still have mods and you still have datacrons. So if 2/3 of our team is equal, I do expect the team to function relatively similarly, right? Like
But
you're
there
acting like
should
it's
be a difference.
there will be. If you don't have him maxed, your Maul will be significantly more squishy.
Like I better be able to like delete it turn 1.
No,
That's
you're
not
not
fun.
gonna.
No.
Yeah, that's what I expect. That's what I
that's
expect.
extra dumb.
There's
That's not
nothing
extra-
ever.
There's a
Do you
difference
think-
in investment. There's no.
Do you think
This
when
just sounds
Malak
like
came
you're-
out-
this just sounds like you're bitching because you spent on something for the first time, and you're not used to other people
this is
being able
not
to
my
do
first
something
time.
similar with
This-
something that you spent on?
It's not my first time.
Do you think
That's
when
what it
Malak
sounds
came
like
out,
you're saying.
people were just one-shotting him because he was 5 stars?
No, my issue is this. And this is where the underlying point is that me, Ranger, and Taz already discussed is the fact that I don't get why they're making the normal datacrons tied to Relic 6, which is 7 stars, and then these focus datacrons for the new characters are all of a sudden for the level 15, all you need is gear 5. That makes no sense, and there's no way you can logically
But that's
tie
how-
that.
That's how Datacron. That's how focused
That's how
Datacrons have
they've
been
been.
since their
Well,
inception.
I'm not going to let that one slide because they've flip flopped the requirements for the max
No.
Datacron level. Yes, they have.
No,
yes,
it was
they
like Gear
have.
7. It was Gear 7.
No. He's
They
talking
came-
about regular Datacrons.
Regular
I'm not talking about
Datacron.
regular
regular
Datacron
Datacrons. I'm talking
swim
about
back.
the
No,
focus.
but
I'm
you're
talking
saying
about
it's
I'm
always
talking
been
about
like that.
focus.
But they
I
always
am talking
flip flop
about-
with Datacrons.
I am talking about specifically focused Datacrons have always worked on very low characters, and that has always been the point of them, is to allow people to have a guaranteed cron with guaranteed stats and guaranteed mechanics that will work on your team, whether it is maxed or not maxed. That has been the
Also
entire
true.
purpose of these focused Datacrons since their inception. Like, I don't know why your
Also
complaint is
troopers.
about something that mechanically is working as intended.
Don't forget, you can't get Maul at all without spending either crystals or money. Because you can only unlock him at 4 stars. You can't 4-star
You
character without
can.
crystals or
Well,
money.
yeah, you can. You're
No,
right.
you can't,
'cause
like-
you have to get the episode.
Yeah,
pass.
so,
You have to
like-
get the episode
So like,
but
yeah,
requires
that
spending
is
money,
money.
which is what Harris said. You have to spend money or crystals.
Yeah. So like, oh, my Maul is 4 stars, dog shit. Yeah, but you spent something. 5 stars, probably money and crystals. 6 and 7 definitely spent money. Like, you can't just, like, if the person had 20,000 crystals saved and they got it because of that, well, good for them. They played the long game. But you
This
can't be
legitimately
like,
feels
oh,
like-
these people didn't spend.
It
What?
legitimately just feels like entitlement.
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's like-
Ranger, Ranger,
You're gonna have an
back me
advantage
up.
anyways.
Ranger, back me up. Just
My
is it
point-
fair that they have the same access?
Yes.
Okay.
They're not gonna be at the same level of power because one is gonna have like half as much max health,
Hold on,
or
let Ranger
R10
go.
or
Let
R5.
Ranger go.
I mean, that's the part of the argument, but the other part I was making is like when I was making the point originally was CG's changing the Datacron game, first of all, on us with the new Relic 6 requirement on regular crons. Second, they only give you one conquest now to farm the things. And then I'm like, why are we not looking at FTCs? Because the FTCs require so much work and effort, and I'm like looking at the characters and what they're asking us to invest in characters. Why not look at what is the investment for FTCs? I know it's not what they did in the past. Like, well, if you're going to change the game on us this substantially and this much, why not FTCs? If you're going to make us get a 7-star Maul and I got to spend an exorbitant amount of money to have him where I can relic him, relic 9
Didn't
him, 10, so it's like,
Didn't they just put out an announcement saying that these were going to be cheaper?
I don't believe that.
GG. We already know the prices.
Ranger, you go ahead. You got this one.
I don't have trust me, bro, anymore with CG. They can say whatever they want, man, until I actually see it because they are just not clear of their communications. And I
All
am
right,
not
then every
in this
conversation with you is completely irrelevant because you won't take something for face value.
Not from them.
Not from
That's
them.
different.
Hell no, after
Okay,
that fucking
then there's no
anniversary
conversation
post.
to have.
I'm troopers.
Then
If
there
you
is no
interrupt,
Yeah, let's all
conversation to
scream.
have. And there is no
Troopers.
conversation to have regarding any of this whatsoever because you don't believe anything that they say is going to happen because you refuse to engage in good
I've
faith.
been
There's no reason to
burned.
have any of these
Bullshit.
conversations.
That is such a straw man argument. That is horseshit. That is not
You
what I
just
said.
said that you don't trust what they
I
say.
don't,
Which means why are we
because
going to have any
hold
of these
on,
conversations if you
That's
don't believe what they say
that's
is going to
such a
happen?
weak ass dagger. Shut up. That's not what I said. What I'm
It
saying
is
is
what you
they
said.
have
You literally just fucking said that you don't trust anything they say.
dagger.
Oh my
shut
God,
Why are we having
guys,
Dagger,
guys,
stop,
guys,
man.
I
That's
love
not what I'm
you.
saying.
Time out, time
Dagger.
out. Literally, everybody stop talking for 5 seconds. Okay, go.
I'll go first. They have burnt me too many times here recently with me putting my ass on the line for them and then them backdooring some bullshit and not saying things. You're right. I don't trust them. So I don't take what they say on face value. Why? When they've broken my trust before. Now, maybe they haven't done it with you, but from my perspective, they have. Just because I don't trust them doesn't mean maybe what they're putting out may be trustworthy, but I don't trust it. I am not in the trust me, bro. We got this thing from CG at the moment. But that's not the same like if you tell me something, Dagger, you've been very forthful and honest with me. I trust shit you say for me because you don't bullshit me and play these fucking mind games. There's a difference. I can look at each thing individually in a case-by-case basis, with whether it's a company, a person, an entity. I don't care. What is your pattern of behavior? What have you done in the past? How is that affecting me? Do I trust you? No, I don't. Okay. They have got to earn my trust. Now, maybe the price is cheaper. I will wait and see. But do I trust them? No. That's the point.
Ranger,
They're just saying.
I feel like you've reached the end of your point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and sorry, all I can
Okay,
do is
Dagger, go.
Yeah, all I can say is I can only discuss what they're saying from face value, right? I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying that there's not really an in-between if I am willing to discuss what they say at face value and you don't trust them. If you don't trust them, how can we have a conversation? This isn't about you, this is about CG, right? If you've lost so much trust in CG that you and I can't have a conversation about what CG says for face value, I mean, like, how are we supposed to have a conversation then? Because all I can do is operate on what CG is saying in good faith. Whether you believe they are or not is not really relevant to what I can discuss. I can only discuss what CG puts out, right? That's all I'm
fine.
saying.
That's fine. And you can give me the numbers and the facts and I'll listen to it. I'm like, okay, Dagger has a point, but just to come at me the way you did and say it like that, it's like, well, no, wait a minute.
Can I ask for something? Like, just for a moment. Do we have any third party at this point with an opinion before we go forward? Literally anybody. Speak up.
I have an opinion and I have facts.
Okay, go.
So basically, I just looked up the cost for both the current set of focused Datacrons that we have and the new set of focused Datacrons. They need the exact same materials. They need the exact same credits. They are not cheaper. You have to use the same amount of resources for both of them. Both of them require 700 of the Mark III currency. Both of them require 580 of the Mark II and 120 of the Mark I currency. And my only point is this, is when, like with Ranger, the thing that he also does, but he didn't do tonight, is he also gives CG props on what they've done good, right? They've done a great job helping free-to-play players with them. Free-to-play players are getting a lot of help and stuff. The issue I have is when it's their lie and deception, it's their omission of the truth. When they tell us stuff, but then there's underlying stuff that they don't give us the full picture of, and then we feel blindsided by it. I think that's the big issue where him, me, Boss, a lot of us have an issue with CG right now.
Troopers, have you finished what was on your mind?
Yes.
Okay. Tass, are you still here?
Oh, he's chilling on his couch. He's asleep.
He's chilling.
All right.
Tess passed out. Like, if you don't think for 1 second that
No.
Tess passed out, like,
Yeah,
10 minutes
so-
ago,
I just wanted to be clear. All right, gentlemen,
he's back.
go.
Oh, he's back. He's
Andy's
back.
on mute.
Cass
Wait,
is
wait,
back,
wait,
but
wait.
he's-
Tass
he's
is back.
muted.
Tass is
on
back.
He's on mute.
Tass, do you?
I'm sorry.
do
I'm
you
sorry.
want
I'm sorry. I'm
a
sorry.
moment?
I was just saying that it's fortunate that you've asked because I have just, not now, but right now, put my fat ass back up in this chair. So what's good?
We're
Oh,
having a discussion.
Shit.
I think you guys are
Yeah,
too
I
focused
had
on
to
the
go
price
see Mrs.
of the
T.
stuff.
I had to go
Okay,
see Mrs.
okay,
T for a
okay.
few minutes. Out of the last
I-
12 hours, I've given you guys the better of the last 10. I had to
Taps.
go say hi.
Tass, okay. I'm going to set a timer, and we're going to let Dagger go first. Dagger, 30 seconds. Summarize your last statement. Let's go.
Can I speak?
Oh, wait, we have one more person.
Wait,
Let
wait.
Eric go.
Yeah.
Who?
Fine.
So
more,
you,
one more.
you guys are
We're not
you
gonna
guys are
get
too
into it.
focused on the price of the
no,
prawns.
listen,
Yeah,
listen, listen.
they
This
could
is-
plan
this
a
is
change.
stream for which you can
I-
get super
the man is
artistically
talking.
focused
Let
on
him
one
talk.
thing. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so they could change the price. We don't know, right? CG's is not one to. They are one to just straight up, right before the update, they change shit last minute. The price is less important than the fact that we only have 1 month to decide what we want for the datacrons, right? So you can't just panic from them. You can't like hoard your shit, and like you won't be able to get as many datacrons. You won't be able to have the second conquest to refine the ones you did get. So like the price of them, it's not the main concern here. It's the fact that people will get bad crons because they don't have a choice, and then they're stuck with that. That's it. That's all I had to say.
Desi, you go ahead.
well, no, I'm just curious. Does anybody else in the voice chat have anything to say before I start asking people to give their 30-second summaries? Because that's what I'm about to do.
No?
Okay, Dagger, you were up first. 30-second, go.
We're just not going to agree or really find middle ground because I just feel like a lot of this is just going to be too focused on opinion. And I know like Ranger and Troopers are, they seem to be way more disenfranchised with CG than I am. And I understand there's rug pulls. I'm not arguing that there aren't reasons to be.
Listen.
I'm only
all
saying
of us,
that
all of us
I-
are entitled to the
This
full-
is his time to talk. Let him go.
Nope, it's good. You guys can go.
Go ahead, Dagger.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
have anything else to say, Dagger?
I'm mostly just saying that I can only speak about what CG is saying from if I take what they say as face value, because if I just assume they're being operating in bad faith or assume they're lying to us, like I can't have conversations. I have to take what they say.
Dagger. You can have conversations, okay? You have your minute. Like let's give
when
you
I
a minute.
Well, when I say conversation,
Literally.
I mean like when I say that CG said X or Y and the response is, well, I don't believe them. How do you move forward? I don't feel like you can move forward in the conversation if I say
So
CG said
this,
X. Right?
this
Like,
isn't
how do you move
about
forward?
the other people in the room, right? This is just about you. So
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
gonna
I-
set 60 seconds, and this
No,
is
it's
all
fine.
about you.
No, it's not. I take CG for face value, and that's really all I can do, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah,
All right.
you're
Like,
misinterpreting because what you are
I am.
thinking you are
You're
thinking
right,
as a
I am.
presenter. You're thinking as a presenter, not as a viewer. The point is
I
that
was doing my best to help. Why don't you take back over, Tass? I'm sorry.
okay. So let me just say this to you then. As far as what you had to say here, and by the way, I'm extraordinarily drunk. Like we're at the point of the evening where I don't feel my right. So we're all working the best as we can, yeah? Alright. So the point here is that I think a lot of the people that tune into my stream, a lot of the people that tune into plotting and scheming, are looking for a high level understanding about the game that they're not getting elsewhere. And to the degree that they feel that they qualify to use same strategies, to the degree that they feel that they are ready to employ the same tactics as we are, that's between them and God. That has nothing to fucking do with us. It's not our business to comment on. It's not our business to police. It is our privilege and our honor to describe what it is that we have suffered through these many weeks thus far, and if any of it should be useful to the public writ large, that is our pleasure.
I don't think that had much to do with what the actual conversation was, but
Yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
I derailed.
no. Like Dagger. More. If anybody else said that, I would say okay, whatever, fine. But you're on the ground floor with me. You know what plotting and scheming is about.
we weren't.
You know what? Hold on. This is about respect. This isn't about disrespect. So shut the fuck up and listen. I'm respecting you by telling you that you and I have been in this from the beginning about the idea that what I'm doing is about actionable intelligence. So that's what we do here.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, like, I can only operate off the information that CG gives me, and
Or your
whether
own
I trust them or
experience.
not as a company has very little to do with whether or not I trust what they say. And when they say something, all I can do is operate off of what they say and try to break down what they say and try to operate off of knowledge I can extrapolate from what they say. And that's all I do when I try to approach these things is, what did CG say? What does that mean for my account? What does that mean for my GAC or TW? What, right? Like, so that's all I do when I break something down is I have to essentially figure out what it means to me and then go from there. And it's sometimes difficult to have these conversations because I am honestly trying to have conversations about what the world's going to look like and not have conversations about, can we trust CG? I think that's where I kind of like
let me save
blow
you a
up a
few.
little bit. Is
Let me save you a few seconds.
Sorry, I'm just gonna let me finish
let me
real quick.
save you a few
That's one
seconds of
reason-
Windows processing symbol. Not because I'm better, but because I've done this plenty of times myself, and tell you that like you're trying to think about how to justify what you see as the best way of doing things downstream 3 to 6 months from the way that everybody around you is seeing, and I've been in that position.
they call me a progressive because I think today what they'll think tomorrow.
Yeah. And God knows how many times have I told you on stream, it's a great burden of my life to be correct when I'm surrounded by the incorrect. Like the burden of seeing what is the right way of doing things 3 to 6 months ahead of everybody else fucking around you in the conversation right here and now is oppressive as fuck. But I don't think I'm in conversation right now with anybody who's actually going to put a drag on them. So, we're going to do good things here.
Troopers has a hand up.
Go for it, man. Speak.
Okay. Yeah, and I just wanted to say, everyone here I respect because all of us have been playing this game for some of us since day one, some of us since year one. I've been playing for almost 9 years, right? We know CG sometimes better than CG knows themselves. And I understand what Dagger says. When CG puts something, that is literally the word from the horse's mouth. That is them directly communicating with us. And that is all we can take. But what I've learned over the years is what we're saying is we have to read between the lines at times. Now, saying that they're completely full of shit, maybe I step over the line when I say that. Maybe I do. But when they post something, it's like, okay, they said this, but are they really going to do this? And what else does this mean? Perfect 2 examples right now are we still don't have these Relic 9 tier, the Smuggler's Run 3, which they said was going to be released soon after the Pirate King Hondo event. Still haven't released that. We have no information on that whatsoever. And then also when they start discussing, oh, it's going to be easier to farm this, easier to do that, like they did in their anniversary post, engaging content, all that stuff. I don't think all right, I'm not going to say anybody, but I would like to say a vast majority have not found the content in this era to be engaging. It has not been enlightening to or enjoyed by a majority of the player base that has experienced it. So yes, when CG posts something, you got to analyze it, you got to evaluate it, all of that stuff. But we're all smart and we've all been around long enough to know that at times when they post something, you say this, what does this actually mean? And are they actually going to do this?
It's a legitimate criticism of CG. And I think that it's a shame that we've come to this point where you have to say this, because I want to say if you look at the last 3 years overall, CG has done a lot to try and earn your confidence to take their word at face value. Unfortunately, there have been a few flubs, not the least of which being that 25. And a lot of people are skeptical about the game experience that CG is willing to deliver. Completely fair. Nevertheless, I remain positive, and I'll be honest with you. I remain positive because I want the game to do well. And I was going to do that whether or not I had a single person supporting it. I want to believe that despite the downturns and upturns of the game, I want to say that the game is going to turn net up only because it has its own survival to mind, right? I can only boost up so many hundreds of dollars a month on a me basis, but it's not going to be what saves the game. It has to make its case to a user base, blah, 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 blah. So I'm generally supportive of the game because I kind of like what it's doing. And yeah, to whatever degree the minimums of the game satisfy or don't satisfy me in particular, I recognize that the overall health of the game isn't about me. So I'm thinking much more. And I think anybody who's been playing with me long enough knows that. I'm thinking much more about the next 12 months than the next 6 months. Somebody else cut it.
And I'm on board with you because here my biggest thing that Ranger wants to go ahead. Ranger, no, you had your hand raised. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. I was looking at the stream, so I didn't see anybody having their hand raised. My bad.
It's okay. I mean, my point was, Dagger says I can't have a conversation with someone, and I just fundamentally disagree with that statement. I'm an atheist. My son's a Christian. We have conversations all the time.
What?
Okay, people have different opinions about the information in front of them.
Degree of radicality.
You're right. So you can look at a bunch of information, have a certain expectation, experience with it, and you have an opinion. Then I have my viewpoint. We have an opinion. Now, what I'm willing to do is talk it out. Like, you can say that. I'm willing to have that conversation. And I'm the first person, that will always say, I was wrong. That's all I'm saying. But that just, man, that, like, I can't have a conversation with you. Well, then it's like, I'm just stating what I see as a thing. It convinced me differently. I'm open. We can have that conversation. But I mean, that's what set me off a little bit. It's like, no, if anybody knows me, you know me to be very open-minded. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. If you have an opinion, I'll listen to it. I'm not judgmental. I may disagree, but that's it. So that's why when I apologize, because I got a little heated there, because I'm like, no, wait a minute. So I will be the first to apologize. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll get on stream and say I'm wrong. That's all I'm saying. Like, we can have these discussions, but it's a good conversation, and I like constructive conflict. But when you say that statement, it's like, well, end of discussion, because you're saying I can't talk to you about it. That's just where I was coming from. So there you go.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
if anybody knows me, I'm excellent in communication, and it's the thing I excel most in life. But no, I will say that, like, yeah, I was frustrated because I felt like we were talking past one another. So
Fine.
I may have said when I said that I meant it in the spirit of like I did correct myself afterwards and say, where do we go from here if we can't agree that CG is being serious, right? Like if we can't agree that CG is being serious about trying to do this and that, like where's the conversation going to go, right? We need to be on the same page that CG wants the game to succeed. Otherwise, we don't really have. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying that it's sometimes when people want to complain, it sometimes comes off that way. And there are legitimate complaints. But again, this boils down to like, I don't know where to find middle ground when all I can do is react to what CG says. And I'm hearing people say I don't believe CG. Now, I know that there's nuance and there's space between those two things, but it's like I don't know where the conversation's supposed to progress from there. You know what I mean?
Well, then
Like,
we
I
ask,
can't
why do you
convince you
feel?
to trust CG.
Well, you say, then why don't you? And I say, well, why do you? Then we see the reasons why. And then we say, okay. And then you lay it out and then we have a discussion about it.
Yeah, I mean,
If I may,
sorry, go ahead.
No. What I wanted to jump in is I actually wanted to like agree with Dagger on that point. Is I think we can all agree that CG wants this game to succeed because guess what? That will make them more money. And they are a business at the end of the day. If the game is doing better, they are going to get more money. And they know what they're going to be checking. They're going to be checking their spreadsheets. They're going to be checking that checkbook at the end of the year, seeing, oh, how much do we make this quarter? How much do we do X, Y, Z? And so I think the common ground we can agree on is the fact that CG wants this game to succeed. They do. Now, I think a good way for us to find a middle ground to discuss is how they're going about that, right? What has their recent actions and what they have said led for us to believe that they want this game to succeed? Does it look like it? In my opinion, if I'm going to say it, no, it hasn't. Like I said before, I'm not going to repeat everything I said, but where is that Smugglers Run 3 tier with the Relic 9 that you promised and promoted with the brand new Galactic Legend that people spent thousands of dollars on? Where is all these promising changes of engaging content to immerse ourselves into the Star Wars universe when I'm going into a marquee event with Darth Vader with the Razor Crest in the background facing Bastila Shan and Ezra? That's not immersive, but that's what you promised in your posts. You promised to immerse ourselves into Star Wars. So Dagger, I'm going to give you
down.
credit.
I'm super down with the entire player base holding promised us X and you delivered Y. So to the degree that you are unimpressed, they agree with you.
Yeah, I just view it as like I think there are a lot of. I just don't take it personally. I just don't take it personally from CG. CG has done things to make me mad. They've done things to make me, and they've done things to annoy me. They've like if you've ever listened to Plotting and Scheming, I'm critical of them when I need to be, but for the most part, I think that they've done at least the last few years, have done a reasonable job. The last couple months withstanding, obviously. Although I do think that a lot of people are reacting. I'm not going to say overreacting, but I think reacting as if in the last couple months, I think a lot of people are reacting as if the previous 2 years before that never happened, right? I'm seeing people revert to the anger of like 2022, even though they are not nearly as bad as they were in 2022. And I do acknowledge that they made some mistakes, but let's not pretend that they haven't like had a lot of successes since then to earn the benefit of the doubt. Now they may have lost it with some people, but this isn't 2021 when they basically shut their game down. They sold us GLs, shut their game down for damn near a year, and said we're just gonna like fuck off and COVID save them. Right? We're not at that point right now. You know, we are. They have fostered way more goodwill since then. And I think you guys, not when I say you guys, I don't mean you specifically. I think there are a lot of people in this community that have regressed completely back to then on the we can't trust them, they only want the worst for us. And I really do think that there are some like small things that we can take away that they still are doing relatively positive.
Right? Oh yeah, I say it all the time.
And that's kind of what I'm saying. It's
like
go ahead,
yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I think a lot of us are generally aligned to the idea that where CG does harm, we can see the good, and we can see that good. But that's a bunch of us here on this same conversation saying that. What do you say? And truly, I don't think of myself as a terribly biased person, but I don't think any of you think of yourselves as that either. Nevertheless, set our opinions aside and look at not only the last year of marquee release, but what looks like to be the year to come. Cool?
Ranger, you go ahead.
You
Ranger,
cool?
go
You happy?
first.
You like the way
Oh!
like the way the landscape looks? Like share that.
Well,
Can-
I'll say
can-
like I'm. Oh, go ahead, Desi.
No, I wanted to take 20 seconds.
Please.
Can everybody here in the room, please take a deep breath in? 5, 4, 3,
What?
2,
Another
1.
5 seconds of breathing
hold
will
it,
make me less
hold
drunk, but I'll
it,
take some more
breathe
water
out.
on your behalf. How's that sound?
And then breathe it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiggle your butt in your chair, wiggle your fingers a little bit, and let's continue the convo. Just wanted everybody to ground for a second. Whoever wants to talk next, go.
You
That
freaked me
got
out.
Incredibly homosexual very quickly.
That's right. That's
What?
right,
No.
Goose Fraba.
That was just a standard breathing exercise. What do you mean?
No, you're right. You're right, Takab. She hit us with the Goose Fraba. It's true.
Yeah.
Well,
I
it
just
messed me
wanted
up
to
because
reset the mood in the
on-
room.
Honestly, I am mostly happy with how it's going because A, we know what's expected of us. B, we have like an actual calendar of when everything's coming out, when it's going to happen, and I can pick and choose what I want to do. Like I've talked about this at length already. I'm going to buy Clea and then sit out the rest of this era because I only really want the one character that's going to probably be meta.
Yeah,
And
unless
get the rest of
something
them to 5
intervenes
stars, so
to
if they're
convince you otherwise. But yeah.
Yes, and I need to get them to 5 stars because that's the minimum usage level for the new raid. And if I think these next 2 eras are going to be a little lackluster, and I think they're going to be required for a raid. So I don't think they're bad. We're at the point where, do you know how good something has to be to matter on the GAC board? You have to be borderline transcendent to matter on the GAC board.
I mean,
And I just don't see that in this era.
even if
I don't
that-
need more B team.
Skill
I don't-
issue.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, from my pocketbook perspective, every single era is going to be a grand. And
I'm hearing
I don't need
ooh
to spend a grand
noises.
on a B team. The ISB team looks thoroughly lackluster. The Andor team looks like an offense-only team, and I think Mon Mothma might actually be a better leadership. I don't know. I have to get my hands on the team before that decision. But if that's the case, they will function at lower levels on offense because you can pick and choose your matchups. And
You said
I don't
something
need more.
that made people go ooh though, Dagger. Like, what do
What?
you think that was?
Usually, when I open my mouth, people have some kind of negative reaction to some of the things I say.
Well, Ranger, I know has been waiting
Down
to
boy.
talk. So Ranger, go ahead.
you guys want the Relio on that?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, brother. I'll wait my turn.
Well, no. By all means, Ranger, you go ahead first because my drunk ass is prepared to go a lot further than you're willing to go on whatever exists point.
Well, like always with for the upcoming stuff, I'm actually excited for the actual characters because I really love Andor. So I think it'll be fun. I have a different mentality for me, regardless of whether it's going to be needed for raid or stuff like that. It's hard to predict what the era episode. I do like, again, that we know ahead of time. Now we have a really good idea of what it will be now that we've had the Coliseum and they've actually laid out like they didn't before, like with the mall stuff and the other things that kind of irked me. But I always go for 7-star characters first week because I just don't want to farm their asses later on. But that's just a personal thing of how I like to handle my farming and stuff. But I said it a lot and I've said it here recently. I think the characters look great. I think the art department deserves credit. I think the teams that have been doing the kits, like I look at Basil LaShawn and her kit looks amazing, her kit looks amazing, she looks amazing. All that stuff set aside. The only problem I ever have with CG moving forward is, their communication sucks. I think we can all agree on that because a lot of times I find out stuff not from
It's gotten
CG.
worse, yeah.
I hear in Swuggle events or someone messaging me, "Did you see this or did you hear this?" And I'm like, "Well, No, it's like the change in the relics was like, Sluggo Events was getting this stuff, and then I'm waiting for CG. Like, what are we doing? And then sometimes they put it out, sometimes they don't put it out, and we're just sitting there going, and I think that leads to a lot of consternation even with us, because it's like, please just give me information. That's all I'm asking for. How is this going to work? How much is it going to cost? Like, I like the characters. Now that we know, I'm in a much better position with it to make a decision. So I'm hopeful. I mean, I've been with this game since day one, but if CG's going to keep communicating like this and make me pull up my hair that I don't have, and not say things and just spring shit on the player base, it does bother me. I don't think that's the way you should operate. I don't think any of us that are professional people operate like that. So, but characters, a lot of stuff I'm very positive with CG, but some of the stuff that negative is a big negative for me. That's all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this one more time. And as long as there have been people like you, Ranger, who've been far more created community number of years, much more so than I have, let alone in terms of what CG has been willing to reciprocate back to the community in terms of. I'm worried because future content released, at least in the short to medium term, depend on the. Yeah, I kind of fucking bet you're gonna buy it. I don't care if it's a flaming pile of dog shit. I don't care if it's the second flaming pile of dog shit on top of the first pile of dog shit that I announced 6 months ago. I'm willing to bet that you're gonna buy it anyway. And as much as I'm willing to say that it's like I want the game to go on, and I'm interested in seeing how they might grow it if given opportunity, less quarter by quarter basis financial pressure. The fact is, nobody cares what I fucking think. That's not the reality that either I or this game is going to operate in. So, while we're all here, in this here reality, what are we going to do about a CG that is increasingly financially compromised? Because CG is trying to sell itself to a private private equity firm owned by the Saudi government. It isn't finalized, but let's all pretend like we're people of sound mind and body here, and let's think about what one does with a product when one buys it.
Can I
under
go
these
first?
auspices. Go ahead.
I would love to, because mine is the most unhelpful opinion.
I think it's
I saw
probably fairly realistic, but by all means, please do carry on.
Thank you.
Fucking damn,
So
shit.
I saw the Saudi buyout, and I also saw the shifts that were happening in the game around about the time the creators were asked to come in and quote unquote test things.
To
And
be
it all
clear,
smelled.
To be clear, before you continue
ahead.
forward, as far as I know, there has been no finalization between that Saudi private equity firm and Capital Games to conclude the sale. So it is still,
So far as I
of
know,
this very
but-
moment, it is only merely pending.
As a person whose own company is going through a merger, it gets weird out there, y'all.
I'll take your word on it. I never sold a goddamn thing.
There are things that you can and cannot change about your business model, right? Whilst you're in the middle of it. Once you get your approval, you can run hog wild with it. All I am saying is that creators were given a certain level of access, right? And you guys were asked to review some things, but not all of the things. And what I saw happen immediately after was my personal giant ass red flag. Get the fucking hell out. Which I did. And I feel really good about that decision. Now, I am not saying that that is my advice to everyone. Obviously, you guys, content creators,
Hold on,
that does not work.
Wait. Let's refrain for all of the non-drunk people here. What happened the last 15 seconds? You were approached with the opportunity to make a sale and you sold?
What? No? What?
That's what
No.
I'm asking.
So,
No? What are you talking about? No.
First of all, there's no need for you to react like you were describing something in a completely stupid way because you were talking to a drunk person. Okay? So please, don't feel defensive. Feel like I'm trying to ask you what I know is a half-understood thing through a half-capable brain. So by no means...
Fair point.
By no means should you feel that you have failed to communicate yourself properly. I am a dipshit
Okay, understood.
ape.
Go on.
I am a dipshit ape.
You don't need to explain
I am a
further.
knuckle-dragging orangutan, and I have managed to comport myself into the ability
You
to speak English for
really
this
don't
moment
need to explain
and
further.
this moment only. If you presume that I should speak English after this point, I will throw a banana at you.
Okay, well, please throw the banana, but none of it's like that. All I'm saying is that I saw a bit of writing on the wall, right? And that there was a change in rhetoric, let's say tone. And I had a feeling some stuff was going to go a bad certain way. And I wish I wasn't. I wish I had been less right about that. You know, I wish that things were better for you guys, but I don't see it getting any better.
But I like how you phrase that because it draws me to ask the following question: how might you have acted differently to create a better outcome? Because the way that you phrase that makes me think that not only have you thought about your position in the role in which your effect was in that moment ultimately helpless, that you would think about how your moment could have been maximized for the most effect. And I'm so curious what you might think about that.
That is a very complicated question, which
It is
I
because
cannot
it is
fully
because-
answer.
But hear me out. I don't read you as a business person in a formal sense, in the ability to bring it down in terms of, you know, MBA terms. But I think you have an intuitive understanding of what is communicable, what is profitable, therefore. What do you think?
I think that there was a public narrative that was allowable at a certain point in time before some certain features were released, right?
Hey, listen, you're not going
And
to get me itemized. Listen, let
I
me tell
will
you
not.
something. Let me tell you
I
something.
will not.
Let
I
me
will
tell you-
not.
Let me tell you something. Ricky. 5+ years into this here stream, I have about 2,000 YouTube subscribers and about 2,000 Twitch subs.
Cass, let me bring you back on task.
I will gain you little and cost you little in terms of you sharing your honest opinions about where this game is about this particular.
I am not worried about myself, nor
Good.
you.
And I'm
nor
not worried
any
about
other
me,
creator.
so be honest. At my expense, be
So-
honest.
Don't give me any disclaimers. I do feel like maybe the creators did a little bit dirty, and that everything that has happened since, right? There was a certain drop off point after the bonanza where you guys had access to stuff, right?
Are you talking about
That
the
dropped
set
off.
25 kerfluffle?
Mm-hmm. And everything since then has not been okay. And that was my nope, I'm out.
I'll be
The
honest
moment
with you.
that the creators were shown a certain version of what the future would look like versus what the actual reality was, that was my GTFO. Now I am not saying people need to quit. Please, if you are doing a thing that is bringing you joy, that you love, don't stop doing that. But maybe take a moment to think about, I don't know, what joy it's actually bringing you. That I think that I have said enough at this point.
I mean,
And
you wanna
maybe we
get
should move on to
No,
somebody else. Please.
I hear what
Please.
what you're saying, and the fact is that there's a certain degree of hands being tied. I think that if I were to have a frank DM conversation with DG Meathead, I think that if he was otherwise unfettered, we would have a good conversation that I would be able
I
to
absolutely agree with you.
that I believe that I would be able to summarize and share into a 30 to 60 minute video that would be of value to the community at large. But the fact is that
There are
you
reasons why that cannot happen.
yeah,
Mhm.
and
And we have
I
to
know
work
that you are
within
not
that
personally
construct.
involved, but I think it's not the first time,
I
but
don't have
certainly
to be
another
personally
time.
involved
It's
to
not the
put
first
puzzle
time.
pieces together, man.
Yeah, it's not the first time, but it's another time to acknowledge the relio on this one. If you, the player, are at any point, at any time, unsatisfied with the level of knowledge, the level of education, the level of detail from CG, you can say, "Go fuck yourself" to your local content creator from about approximately 4+ years, because that's what it is. That's what it is. There used to be a content creator program where CG worked in closer concert with content creators. And that time is long since. Why is it long since? It's because
Well,
content creators and people who were placed in a position of trust violated that trust not once, not twice, but thrice. And so, if you're a rational human being working on a one other human basis, you're a person responsible for a community, responsible for you as one individual representing the entire company versus all of the other people out there. How many times on a routine basis are you willing to expose yourself to being fucked by people who said that, yeah, no, we understand what an NDA is, and then right after the first click, don't understand what an NDA is? How much effort are you willing to put into that? CG
and that
has done, in my opinion, more and above and beyond what is required for a user base that has demonstrated itself to have the level of discretion that we have. It is
it
what it
has.
is. You don't have to like it. And if you don't like it, go
It
ahead and
has.
criticize the last 7 years of content creation, because we've given CG every reason to think of us as subhumans in terms of our
It has.
ability
Gas
to
Trooper
be
wants to
trusted.
talk.
Well, no.
Go ahead.
Tass, here's what I want to point out to you. I am looking at the camera images of the people who are sharing this voice chat with us, and both Rangers and Dagger's shoulders are up, and Troopers has been literally stabbing himself in the forehead with a fork, wanting to talk.
Well, before
That is
all
all
right,
I have to say. And I am shutting up now.
No, listen, I appreciate you pointing it out because I was busy having a drunken monologue staring directly forward at my screen. So I appreciate you pointing it out. Let's go ahead and let our esteemed guest here go ahead and chime in with his thoughts. What do you think? I see you out.
Which one?
With Ranger, you go ahead. You've been waiting longer.
Oh, I'm just enjoying the drunkiness.
I am honestly at the room spinning drunk portion of the show.
Oh no! I think we might want to start wrapping it up a little bit. There,
No, it's not quite wrap up portion of the show. It's the
Not-
all right. Look,
Dagger
look,
Troopers,
man.
pick one. Go.
No.
Just go,
Real
Troopers.
talk. We're at the.
Honestly, just let Hera talk. Like,
Shut the
Taz can just
fuck
eat
up.
shit, but let
I
Hera
wasn't
talk.
trying to
Hera
finish
hasn't,
a
like,
sentence
talked the entire
here.
time
I was
he's
trying
been
to
in
finish a
here.
sentence here. Shut the fuck up. I was trying to say.
Look, no one in your house gets to
I
finish.
was
It's
trying
okay.
to say
Sure, go ahead.
that the portion that I'm at is the. I should probably finish this drink and not mix another. All right, everybody else can talk now. Go ahead.
Oh God, who wants to go? Jesus.
Let Hera talk.
Herod, you haven't talked yet. I can wait. I can wait one more turn. You go ahead.
I fell asleep 15 minutes ago.
Yeah,
So
you
can talk.
Listen,
It is 1 in the morning where I am. I am
Hera,
gonna leave
you gotta
in like 20 minutes.
understand. You gotta understand. I come from a long descended line of people who are willing to jaw jack about fucking nothing for hours. So if this happens again, DM me if you have something of consequence that you want to say, because otherwise it's going to be buried under this drunken bullshit, and I'm not otherwise going to offer you an apology, yeah?
I'm gonna
Oh, no, I'm all for it.
you, but I don't think anything of substance has been said here tonight.
No, let's move on, shall we?
Yeah.
And it won't. And we're not gonna say anything of substance.
And I think
that's the point of the stream.
Yeah.
And I think before we move on to the otherwise intelligible and appreciable contribution of Ranger here, I think we can say that any of the other side casts, including Dagger, that wants to offer commentary, they can go fuck themselves. All right, continue.
God damn.
I mean, I'm going to do that regardless. I don't need your permission, bitch.
So
Well,
is Ranger gonna go?
It's true. Dagger doesn't
Yeah,
work for me.
I'll say some stuff. I mean,
ask me how much I pay Dagger on a monthly basis.
It's funny
How many
because I pay
blowjobs?
him. It's funny because I
How
pay
many-
him.
Only as of today, you son of a bitch.
That's not even true. I spent years paying you. I ain't trying to hear that slander from
Only
you.
on an occasional basis, you son of a bitch.
On a monthly basis.
I mean,
Wait,
not
guys,
every month. That's what monthly means.
Shut the fuck
Are we
up.
going
Let
to
Ranger talk.
For like 2 years, I paid you to do my hot utils every month.
They just need to.
All right.
Let's just go to the Walmart parking lot.
Ranger gets
my
to
God.
speak. Ranger gets to speak, and I get to pee.
This is
BRB.
bedlam. Go.
All right, you go pee. I was gonna say let's just change it up because it kind of went in the direction I was not intending for this tonight to go to. But that being said, we did get we've got the new Mall series coming up. We've got the latest Grogu, which was kind of an interesting commercial during the Super Bowl. But if we want to talk about that, yes, I think we move on to Star Wars stuff, not so much stuff. Hold on, wait. I will, troopers. If you don't calm down, brother, I'm gonna cut your sugar off, man. I swear. God Almighty.
Sugar-free soda.
I'm gonna go
So
to bed
jokes
without
on
Keeps
you.
stabbing. He keeps stabbing himself with a fork.
Why are
Nice
you
knife
doing
in the
that,
sharp
man?
parts.
Why are you?
Because he has
why?
things that he wants to say. That's why he's doing it.
I know, but that's not right, man. That's not how we.
He's trying to
wait,
be
that-
polite.
Okay, that's an exaggeration. Okay,
Not even the pointy bit. You're doing the plump side.
Okay,
With
okay.
the pointy
First off,
bit.
Harris, stop snitching. Stop snitching.
You're
First off,
on live
It's on stream.
That's
You're
not
on
snitching.
stream.
That's not what snitching means.
Can we
I literally DM'd, did you want me to help you get a word in? And you just fucking aired me.
Oh wait, you DM?
Like, I'm an asshole. I'll interrupt Ranger if you want me to say something, but like, help yourself.
So anyway, thoughts on
Well,
the upcoming
I mean-
shows? I'm excited for Maul. I'm just trying to change it up.
No strong
Was
opinions.
about to.
Like every other Star Wars show, I'm gonna wait till we get it before I make any judgments.
Sure.
The last Star Wars show I was
Any-
excited for was the Dad Bod Boba show, and that shit sucked. So here we are.
All right,
Okay.
speak, troopers. Say your shit.
Yes, please.
Thank
Jesus.
you. So I am not excited about the Mando movie.
So, Ranger,
I could
what are your
care
thoughts
two
about the
pisses
Maul show?
about it.
Oh my God.
Don't do it.
Dagger?
Hey, Dagger, last time I did that, I got fucked.
Yeah, Dagger, take your dick
Sorry,
and stick it
sorry.
in here.
That
Troopers,
was an inside
what's
joke.
up?
That was an inside
I
joke
get it,
for
I got
somebody
it.
who rage quit a voice chat over that happening.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
Troopers,
Hey,
go
that was
on.
for Hera. Hera knows what I mean. Sorry, Troopers.
Troopers, what did I?
That was great.
Tro-
Yes, speak your shit,
Troopers, what did I tell you about gaslighting?
I'm sorry.
No, this is beyond
I'm gonna go
gaslighting.
on
This
mute.
is
I'm gonna
this
go
is
on
an
mute.
Oh
oil
my
rig lighting.
God.
This is an
Oh
oil
my-
rig getting lit up.
This is
You
terrible,
are
but
something
Troopers,
else.
go on.
Okay. Thank
Hey,
you.
Kadar.
Howdy.
Jesus.
Can we?
Yes, go.
Alright, hey, does anybody have any other comments? Do we want to say hi
Hey,
to
Troopers,
Coleman? Do we
just
wanna...
fucking
Not
go.
until you start talking.
Troopers,
Not until you start
just
talking.
go. This is your
Okay.
time. Go.
Thank you, Desi. So, as I was saying regarding the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, I have absolutely zero hype for it. I don't care for it. It's gonna be whatever. It's a sideshow. Boring, lame. That's my opinion. Some people are excited about it. That's fine. But in my opinion, I'm waiting for the big Dave Filoni movie because we all know they're gonna live. Oh, it's a happy ending. Nobody cares. We know they're all gonna come together. He already confirmed it. They're all coming together in the show, in the movie that he is confirmed making. That now that he's the lead, he's actually started writing the script that's combined the Ahsoka show, the Book of Boba Fett, and the Mandalorian. So we already know what's gonna happen. However, with the Maul show, I am very, very, very excited about that one because I think there's a lot of interesting aspects of Maul that we can learn about him, how he transitioned from who he was in the Clone Wars to who he became when it came to the Rebels TV show. And so I'm very excited to see that connection between those two timelines and see what story they cook up. I love the aesthetic they gave in the trailer. First off, I love how it's Clone Wars.
Uh-oh,
I agree.
Do we lose him for a sec?
Did he just die?
Oh shit!
did.
I hope he
Yeah,
comes
we lost
back.
his
It
audio.
was a really beautiful
Oh, no.
soliloquy.
But I love what he was doing.
You
That-
son of a
that
bitch!
was-
I
Yeah,
hope
I-
you
I
figure
also-
out your
by
bum
accident.
fuck ass internet and come on back soon.
The only thing about the Maul show that gives me any trepidation is that it happens between a finite period of time, which means it has a defined
Sure.
start and a defined end, right? So we can
Sure.
only get so much in between those two things.
I don't. how
Same
many
thing with the
seasons
Clone Wars and Rebels.
That's
Yeah,
a similar
I mean,
situation.
Well, I'm just saying
It's
I'm
just
just
a
saying we
much
know when he
smaller
died.
time frame.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a super small time. It's like what, 15 years?
And there's the
I'm not
solo
saying it's a
movie.
super
There's
small
the
time.
solo movie stuff, so it could be before even that, before he becomes the
Sure.
whatever
Yeah.
title
All
he
I'm
gets.
saying is we know how. This is one of those things where we know how it ends. So That's one of the reasons. That's honestly one of the reasons why I have some trepidation, is because we know how this story ends, right?
for Maul, yeah, but we
I don't
don't
know,
know how
there's
that
some-
affect the other characters.
Yeah, we don't have all
moving forward.
talent.
That's true.
Nah, listen.
He's back.
I mean, this is all established
Oh my
timeline.
God.
Surely we can sit here and ruminate about expectations for what they deliver on what we already know to exist. And Dagger knows this. But regardless of what they actually deliver, and this, feeds directly into my ratings, about what you deliver. Said you were going to
Mhm.
deliver it fall of 2026. Okay, well, look, I'm judging you on the product you deliver fall of 2026. Now, you want to say that it came out in September and you want to count it from October? All right, that's technically fall. All right, I'll give that to you. That's fine. But by the time it's Q1, 2027, and you're talking about everything that's beyond that, I'm expecting you to deliver. It's not about bullshit. It's not about overinflated claims. I'm
Hold on, isn't
looking
it
to be
releasing like next
impressed
month?
because the competition is bitter out there. Like for the same dollars, there are a whole bunch of other mobile games that are trying to do the most to pick up your attention. And
Dude, the ball show's coming out in like 2 months. What are you talking about?
I don't care
Yeah, it
about
comes
what's
out next
coming
month.
out. I'm not. I don't care what's coming out in a show. I hear what you're saying. It's about what they're willing to translate
Are we still
into an
talking about the
in-game
mall show?
experience.
I thought you were.
I thought we were talking about the
All
mall
right.
show. I'm completely confused now.
Maybe,
All right,
gentlemen.
maybe it's my drunk ass jumping in where I'm at, but
It
I
is
thought
drunk.
we were looking at it on a broader level.
No,
No,
it was just,
just
are
the
you
show.
excited for the mall show that's coming out in a couple months?
Well, gentlemen, I need to get to bed because I have to be up early in the morning. So,
Hey,
Have
have
a
a
good one,
good night,
Ranger.
man. Thanks for
yeah,
joining in.
yeah, pleasure hanging out with you guys. Love you
Yeah.
guys. Love you, chat. You guys are amazing. Have a great
night, man.
great night. But yeah, you guys
Take care,
take care,
man. Thanks for
and
joining.
I will talk to you soon. Of course, my pleasure.
Likewise to Desi. Thank you for joining us. All right, let's see if I can.
I need to go to bed too.
Nashorn,
night, dude.
I think it's extraordinary that you've been awake all this time, but regardless,
Quite impressive.
amazing that you've been here. So take care.
But
Yeah, I mean, I have 45 minutes before my bedtime, so I understand.
Yeah,
the East Coasters calling it.
I'm closer to shutting down than I am sooner. But let's take a look here at the chat.
Kadar's here. Let him speak. Let him talk a bit.
No, he took my job as Twitch mod. He doesn't get to talk about shit.
Well, technically, I was given the job, and
That's fair.
Y'all be
True.
back.
We didn't forcibly take it.
Oh, there
That's
goes
fair,
2%. Well, it's a more intimate affair now. You know, we got more intimate affair going on now.
If I can't figure.
So now you're getting paid by Dagger, or you're getting paid by Tass and TG.
Yeah, a total sum of $0.
That's right.
Yeah,
that
you know,
sounds
just-
about right.
there's-
That sounds like the figure that I was cited.
You
Yeah,
gotta fight for your
honestly, it's
rights,
hard
man.
to be excited. It's hard to be excited for Star Wars content until it's here. Video games, TV shows.
Especially if
They've
they
I
been
didn't.
am
delayed
holding some hype
so
for that
much.
racing game, though.
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah, it's just
I mean,
everything gets delayed so much and all that shit that I'm just
Hmm.
waiting for it to actually come out.
I was
I
waiting
think
for the
there's
XCOM
also-
game,
Sorry.
and I just don't care
Oh
anymore.
yeah. I think there's also a bit of a bracing culture when it comes to waiting for Star Wars now, because people have been burned enough times by enough different things in the Star Wars universe in terms of shows, games, and content that like people are now like there's some excitement, but there's a healthy amount of trepidation alongside it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless the
Sorry, go
word
ahead.
unless the word Old Republic comes up, and then just pure hype, no
Oh
substance.
yeah, no, that's still a completely unmatched hype generation. But take the
Like
take the
Fate of the
Super
Old
Bowl-
Republic has 0 active developers, and it's like a bunch of people hyping it up for a game that's not going to come out for 3 years at least.
Speak more on that
Yeah,
because
targeting more.
you got to speak more on that because there's too many of us that are Star Wars fans that are looking into the future, feeling the hype, and honestly, I don't know that you're going to be delivered anything. Continue, please.
Go ahead, Kadar.
Fuck me, I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
My
Sorry.
train of thought completely collapsed. Let me see if I can get it back here for a second.
Something trepidation.
Yeah, trepidation being burned, especially when it comes to video games. So let's look at Star Wars Eclipse, for example. That game got announced, what, 5 years ago? Something like
with
that.
a
and we've
really good
gotten-
trailer.
It was a good trailer. I'm gonna double check the date on that. But like we got
4 years ago.
a tease for it. Yeah. How many you say?
End of 2021. No, December 2021. So like
Okay,
4
yeah.
years ago.
4 years ago.
If it makes it easier for you, Tess, I can cut my camera.
No, well, I mean, you can go fuck yourself for offering that at this point because I gone and centered everybody's camera again. So appreciate your late offer well after the fact. The kindness is appreciated nonetheless. Damn.
Honestly, hold on. I have to mention something in the chat because Turd Ferguson said I heard Dagger say he wanted Acolyte 2. I wouldn't be that opposed to a second Acolyte season where they kill off both the twins and they reboot with brand new characters and brand new side characters and a brand new villain in the same
And
era.
1,000 years earlier. And 1,000 years earlier, so it
Or
isn't
even
High
in the
Republic,
same
it's Old
era,
Republic.
because they teased the Darth Plagueis. Like, I'm okay with that era.
Gentlemen, we're all on the same side. We just want to see a storyline entirely detached from the bullshit that we witnessed on screen. Yeah.
All I want is the power of Manny.
You can just say yes and not be a douche.
I wish they just adapt the books, the Plagueis story.
Yeah,
like there's content. It's really
The other
good and
thing
it's
is-
proven to be well liked.
The other thing is too, like, I'm going to watch every piece of Star Wars content that comes.
Yes, that is the right answer. By the way, if you're a Star Wars fan, right, wrong, or indifferent, like the show with the power of one, the power of many was burdensome.
Was something.
I can only
There's
I can only run my mouth so
listen,
much about it because I'm going to watch it.
Somebody who's known me as long as Dagger can appreciate the layers that go into me labeling that first episode of that season as burdensome. And I will tell you that for anybody that would call themselves a Star Wars fan, if you haven't seen it, you can't call yourselves a Star Wars fan. Because, listen, do you accept that whatever is canon is whatever the manufacturer considers to be canon? The answer is yes, then you have to consider to be canon whatever Disney considers to be canon. And if that includes the content of the show, that includes the Acolyte and all of the blasphemy therein, fact remains that you have to watch it. You don't have to like it. You do have to acknowledge it as established plotline within fictitious history of the series. And if you don't like it, you can pound sand. May I direct you to this enormous pile to my left? Because that is all you can do. If you don't love it, if you don't like it, too bad. It's going to be built upon. Thank you.
That's why I love something called headcanon.
Sorry?
That's why I love something called headcanon. You know, whatever's more convenient.
Yeah, headcanon is...
Only mine, fuck yours.
What's Portuguese for copium?
Honestly, Turd Ferguson,
Not a
that's
word.
super disrespectful because the WNBA is a better product than the NBA.
That's not a word here, Taz.
No. Heratran is from Brazil. So drop it on us. What's the answer to my question?
I don't think there's a word for it.
I don't think so.
Louis Mall.
What?
Can you type that out, please?
Fantastic.
We're gonna need
It
that
just reads
typed
very
out.
bad.
My
Yeah.
hearing impaired ass is not gonna hear that properly.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell just happened?
I took 2 years of Spanish when I was in middle school, and I proved it. Although I think you're Portuguese. You speak Portuguese down there in Brazil?
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know
guys.
Portuguese. I only know Spanish.
I know Dagger's got to get out of here sooner than later. I got about 10 minutes left in this stream. Let's take a few more
That's
questions.
all right.
Let's get the thoughts from the people, especially those who've been hanging out to the bitter end of the stream, because God knows y'all have been patient through some completely fucked mess. So appreciate you.
Most of it being you and your inebriation.
Listen, it's my
I was here from the start,
stream.
and I haven't because I
It's
just
my
slept halfway through it.
stream. So A, that's okay, and B, you can suck
That
a
is
fart
true.
out of my ass.
All I hear is
Hmm.
"It's my party and I'll cry if I
Okay,
want to."
all right,
Cry
all right.
if I want to.
All right, as long as you understand whose party it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it is very much Tassen's party, and we are all just
Yeah.
guests.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm aware.
Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. That's what I'm saying.
And I will put that
He's gonna-
back in the 90s where it belongs.
I
Cass
hate
as well.
you.
Put him back.
I hate you for setting it so far back, but it's not inaccurate.
You don't have to
Yeah.
thank me for dating it.
I hate it so much.
I mean, Cass, you did spend the better part of an afternoon defending early 2000s PS2 games.
Listen,
He did. He spent
You
an
weren't-
inordinate
Like
amount
it
of
was your
time.
weren't
holy
there.
grail.
you weren't there.
And he didn't even
No,
do
but
it.
Summoners,
you weren't there.
Summoners is so good. I'm not gonna play
Listen,
Elden Ring.
Listen.
Summoners is just
I didn't say I
Vania
wasn't
3.
gonna play Elden Ring. Hold on, don't misattribute me.
And he didn't even bring up Simpsons Hit and Run the whole time he was defending.
Wow.
Yeah.
First of all, I did not.
Or
Second,
Force Unleashed.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, how many layers of blasphemy are we trying to get to? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm drunk. I'm willing to throw my hat off right the fuck now, and I will fight all of you. All right, because
Can I watch?
because here's the fucking
He's fighting you too.
here's the fucking fact. That Simpsons game wasn't shit. It wasn't shit. You mad? Are you mad?
Are you mad?
Not really.
Go ahead. No, Harry mentioned the Simpsons game. Are you mad?
No, I
mentioned the
didn't.
Simpsons game. I mentioned the
Are
Simpsons.
you
You
saying
drunk-
the Sims game or the Simpsons?
No, I said Simpsons.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
I'm talking
Simpsons.
Simpsons
I
Hit
said
and
the
Run.
Tassenix
We're
would
all on
defend
the
the
same
Simpsons
page
Hit
what we're
and Run.
talking about. Who said it?
I said Force
did.
Unleashed.
Yeah, he said Force Unleashed.
He
I
did,
said
he
I
did.
heard
Simpsons
Force
Hit and Run.
Unleashed.
Where are you going with that? Like you just randomly throw your hat down?
All right. Did he
Well,
just lose his
who
train of
was
thought like
talking
I did
shit?
earlier?
Because I'm pretty sure somebody was talking shit, and I don't have the
I think
sobriety
Dagger
to
said
determine.
Simpsons wasn't shit, or was that you?
No, I said Tass wouldn't even defend Simpsons Hit and Run when we were talking about
Oh.
PS2 games.
Wow,
he was
you don't
defending
think I would
PS2
defend
games, he
Simpsons
didn't
Hit
even
and
bring
Run?
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Simpsons. Well, first of all, at
didn't
no
defend it.
point in this entire evening was Simpsons Hit and Run brought up. So anybody checking the record here?
No, you should have brought it up.
Oh, hold
That's
on,
the
hold
thing.
on. Tass, I have a question for you.
I was
When we were
drunk
talking
when I
about
got
PS2
here.
games, like
Hera.
10 hours. Hold on. Tass, I have a question for you. Like 8 to 10 hours ago, when we were talking about PS2 games, did you
Yeah.
ever bring up Simpsons Hit and Run and defend it?
Honestly, no.
See, you
Exactly.
didn't defend Simpsons Hit and Run. You
Listen,
talked about a whole bunch of PS2
listen,
games.
Listen, if
Not once
if
did you
that's a
defend Simpsons
statement,
Hit and Run.
if that's a statement, independent of any other qualifier or qualification, you are absolutely correct. I did not cite Simpsons Hit and Run by name. God's forgive me.
I'm trying to remember. Was
At
that game
least you asked for it
PlayStation 2
now.
exclusive?
I think so. I think it came
I
out
swore
later
it
for
was on-
something else, but
at
for
the time.
years,
I swore it was on
for
GameCube.
years, I think it was exclusive.
All right, we're in the final. We're in the wind down here of the stream. Let's have some more questions,
questions?
because we're already past the part where I'm bullshitting about what it is that I'm doing game wise off stream. So let's take some questions. Let's get it done. There's only so many hours available before the workday that is considered to be Tuesday that I will presumably need to be a reasonable participant in. So let's go ahead and knock out some questions. Yeah, what you got? What you
Ask
got,
him
people?
Ask him Galaxy of Heroes shit. So he answers inebriated.
The answer is going to be just completely bumfucked.
Oh, we have a question from It's Mary J. Who's excited for Abeloth to come to the Ahsoka show? If she does come, I will be excited.
I'm I don't want her in the show. I want her in a
Lukewarm.
movie. I want her to be the villain of the entire trilogy.
She is definitely a
that-
trilogy-worthy villain for
Abeloth
sure.
She
to
is
come
the
to
villain, the biggest villain in the franchise.
Abeloth to come to the Ahsoka show. I'm gonna echo these other guys. Can't be a mundane villain. And respect to
Oh no,
Thrawn.
absolutely cannot.
Respect to Thrawn. Thrawn has been given his due care. He feels like at the end of this Ahsoka second proper villain, a top tier villain, real deal shit. Nevertheless, at no point in the entire series thus far have I been given the impression to feel that this guy is likenable unto a god, which Abeloth is. So if there is any
Quite literally.
other comparison made, I will consider it blasphemous. Continue on, gentlemen.
I mean, they could do like hints, right? They keep hinting at Balin finding traces of her, and then at the very end, boom, she's out of the cat's out of the bag. And then
I
future
like that, the
movie,
build
she's
up
the
across
main
the season.
villain because she is. I'm not gonna say de facto villain because that would be Palpatine, but she is the biggest threat from Legends, right?
I believe so.
Nothing
Yeah, I mean, she
came
needed
as close to killing Luke as like maybe they use on Vaughn, but then again, they're not a single villain.
Yeah, it took Luke teaming up with who was it? Was it Crate he teamed up with to fight her? I'm trying to remember.
Prayed his children. He almost died, and Coruscant went to shit. People were mass suiciding. It was like the worst moment of his life for sure. And he barely beat an Avatar, let alone herself.
Hold on. Before we continue in this conversational item, please remember where you are. I have to intercede. Turd Ferguson asks, we need a poll on the over-under on who wins. Drunk in the Walmart parking lot, Dagger or Tass? And I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea about the fighting ability of Dagger, but I have a very precise idea of the numbness ability of my drunkenness when it comes to fighting in the Walmart parking lot. And I would vote for me. Only on that basis. Not as a denigration to Dagger. Only because I know what my parking lot scrapping abilities are. And it's just based on me. And that's it.
You should have said, I don't know about Dagger's abilities, but I have a very precise Glock 19. And just finish with that.
Well, I suppose we have to set
I'm
the
in
condition.
same
Are we
boat.
using weapons?
I'm in the same boat. I know that I have a marginal amount of formal boxing training. I know that I have lost a bunch of fights in my life to people who are better at fighting than me. And I know every single one of them, win or lose, thought that they were going to kick my ass.
That sounds about right.
The number of people who are Tass's size who have tried to fight me and got their ass kicked is really, really, really high.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever been in a
Like,
fight
right-
drunk, though. So I wouldn't know how good I am at fighting drunk. I would imagine I'm worse.
Yeah.
But what I do know.
No, fair.
So
fair,
hold on.
Fair
But what I
argument.
do know.
Fair argument. I have never
but what I
been.
do
I've
know-
been in arguments where I was drunk, but I've never had to throw hands where I was drunk.
Oh, shit.
But here's what I do know about fighting that I would know when I'm drunk. My opponent has about 30 seconds in him, and all I have to do is last 30 seconds, and then the fight's over and I win.
Yeah, and your
I rather
ability,
bet-
I know that drunk.
and your ability to assess whether or not you've lost that is it's like everything was that plan that you just said, and then suddenly your face hurts and you're on your ass, and that's how you knew the plan didn't
I'm not
go
saying
according
I'd
to plan.
win. I'm not saying I'd win. I'm just saying that my experience from being drunk, I still have my faculties enough, like piss drunk. I have enough of my faculties about me to know how to hold myself in a fight. I'm just gonna be a tick slow on everything because of the pings going from like my
Aforementioned
brain to my
drunkenness. Yes.
yeah.
Nothing
I'd
wrong with
rather
that.
I'd rather bet I'd
I
rather
would bet
bet on
on
the
me.
over or
What I'm
under.
trying to say is I
Who's
would bet on
gonna?
me in a fight against Tass, but I will say that Tass's confidence in himself does give me pause because there are very few people who I have talked to who are as adamantly, what's the term? Who will adamantly defend their ability to fight as much as Tass for a guy who looks like a Pillsbury Doughboy who I don't think has been in a real fight in 20 years.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I'll be honest with
I
you guys. Anybody watching me here and anybody who knew me from 10 years ago and anybody who knew me from 20 years ago knows I wasn't looking for a fight. The last time I had a real appreciable fight, it was in high school. And it was not something I initiated. And yes, I hospitalized both other men involved. And yes, I didn't want to repeat the experience. But the fact remains. I was an asshole and I talked shit, and then people decided to call me on my shit while I was busy taking a piss by taking 2 handfuls of my neck from around my neck while I was taking a piss, and I took umbrage with the circumstances of that scenario.
Oh yeah, bathroom fights are really easy. I've been in a couple of those.
I'm not here to tell you what the right rules are.
I got
I mean,
jumped by
I'm not here to
6
tell you what the
people in
right
the
rules are,
bathroom, and I
Dagger. What
walked
I am
out
here to tell you is
incredibly-
that as
incredibly
the
unscathed.
guy who was trying to take a piss and then was suddenly getting choked out, I did not think it was fair.
Did they
No,
grab
it's
your
fair.
dick?
I'm saying that I've been
No, they
jumped
did
once
not.
in the bathroom by 6 people, and they all got their skulls bounced off of a urinal, and I walked out.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I was
I'd
an
rather
a-
bet
I
on
was an
who's gonna
asshole.
complain about joint pain first.
I was an asshole.
Honestly, me. Probably
Not
me.
who's gonna win. It's just who's gonna be like,
I
no,
played
let's
sports. I
truce.
played college sports. I assure you I have more joint damage than Tass.
Will they be drunk?
Almost
Will they be
certainly.
too drunk to not
I have
feel it
clicking
though?
in my right knee. I have clicking in my right knee to this day. Like, I promise you, I'm
Yeah,
bitching
I
about my
don't.
joints.
I don't.
The
I
better
do
question is
not.
who's gonna feel worse in the morning after.
Oh, Tass will feel
Not
worse
me,
the night
not
after.
the viewers.
Because for one of two reasons. Tass will feel worse the night after for one of two reasons. One, he will have gotten his ass kicked and he'll feel bad. Or number two, he will have kicked my ass and he will have felt bad. I will only feel bad if I get my ass kicked. I
Will
would
they
not
feel
bad
bad
if I-
about the fact that he kicked your ass, or will they just feel sore because he kicked your ass? Like, is it
Either
gonna be
way.
more physical or mental?
Or are you gonna feel bad watching the YouTube video with a million views the morning after?
Dude, there's no chance. There's no chance that gets.
All I can
If-
say to you, Dagger, is sound like you've been enough scraps. No. Difference between an opponent that was going to fight you for the stakes, an opponent that was going versus an opponent that was going to fight you for any stakes, regardless. And I gotta tell you, if it was over anything other than respect, I wouldn't care. You had somehow, in a high, especially in a high school sense of the term, because that's all we knew at the time, as far as what respect meant. You disrespect me in the high school sense of the term. There's no end to that, right?
Yeah.
That's how it was. This is how it is. Let me check.
I grew up a
Let
very
me check some of
angry
the chat
person.
here.
For those, I grew up a very angry person. So when I was in high school and college, it was more likely that I would fight you than that I wouldn't fight you.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked
And
about
it
this
was
before.
over something as much.
Sorry,
And
go ahead.
I fought people over drinking the last beer before. Like I have
Sure.
somebody would take the last beer, and I would fight them because they took the last
Sure.
beer. Was I going to drink the beer? I don't even know. Would I fight them over it? Yes.
Yes, and I don't say this to trivialize you. I'm just trying to say this as this is where I was. These are the people I hung out with. We did what was essentially Russian roulette to not get shot because somebody had a handgun because we were all hanging out bored after
Yeah, that's
school.
not a fighting thing.
Hold
That's
on,
a
shut the
being
fuck up.
drunk and stupid thing.
Hold on, shut the fuck up. You can respond to this in kind approximately 15 fucking seconds later. We just were bored fighting with handguns in a hood ass mall. And that's the whole story. All right, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like I don't do none of that shit. I don't really bring weapons to
I wasn't
fight.
trying to make it daily.
The dumbest thing I ever did is I jumped off of Dayton's Bluff into the Mississippi River, which was like a 40-foot drop into the Mississippi River, and I survived.
That's a serious feat. That's not nothing. That's not nothing.
But that's like the dumbest thing I've ever done drunk. I mean, I would say that would be life-threatening, except for the river is so deep and it's narrow enough to, as long as you can swim hard enough to one side or the other, you can catch a rock and get out. Which is harder drunk than for sure. But that's I guess what I'm saying is I've done some, life-alteringly stupid stuff, but not life-ending stupid stuff.
I appreciate your level of experience in life to see the difference.
Yeah. Yeah. I am not the guy who you play Russian roulette with. Not because I'd win, but because I wouldn't play.
I wouldn't put a loading gun in your hand if I'm in the same room. I'm not gonna lie. No offense.
Me? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
an excellent shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't put a loaded gun in your hand.
Unless you want me to shoot you, I wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's
No,
interesting.
honestly,
It's interesting that Harris says that, because as somebody
honestly, the only time
who is a very good shot, not in any way denigrating your ability to shoot, I would trust your ability to lie over your ability to shoot.
fair.
All right.
I will say that the last time I have not held a loaded gun outside of a range in probably 3 years, 4 years, and before that, it was probably 10. Because when I have my gun, even when I conceal carry, I don't have a clip in it. The clip's on the other side of the belt. Shit's not loaded.
Magazine.
Yeah,
I
you know the reason
yeah.
why that you have it that way? It's because you don't cosplay as a Billy Badass in the middle of a war zone, and instead you recognize yourself as a husband and a father in the middle of a fucking first world country.
Yeah,
calm
that's
down.
what I'm saying. Like, I put the clip into the gun exactly once during the summer of 2020 because I reasonably feared for my safety. And that was the only time that I can remember since I was like 25. Because when I was 25 or 26 is when I would walk around with just a bullet in the chamber. The clip wasn't loaded, but there was a bullet in the chamber.
Oh, some guy in the chat says, I say we fight like civilized men. Grab your long swords and fight like real men. I mean, I'm willing. I'm willing to.
Oh my camera's on. Hold on.
All right.
Can you see this scar on the
I
inside of my
see you.
right hand?
I see you.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a
I see it now. Is
scar.
it like two
yourself-
lines?
I don't know if you can see the scar. The scar's like right here.
Oh, okay, I see. I was looking at something else. Yeah,
Looks
There's a
little like
scar
wrinkly
there
hand,
from me
yeah.
when I got into a sword fight when I was drunk, and my drunk ass caught the other person's sword and stabbed them. That's the scar from me catching it. I had to go to the ER. They had to go to the ER. I got out in an hour. They got out 6 hours.
I think you got that skull jerking it too hard.
God, did I put a blade on my dick? Holy shit.
I mean.
Too hard.
All right. Listen, let me tell
You
you
were
something.
you were
Let me tell
edging.
let me tell you something, Dagger. Airtran.
Oh, the sub guy. Don't worry. I have no military training whatsoever.
That's fine. That's fine. But be that as it
Don't
may,
worry.
Airtran just spun that at you, being an ordinary Brazilian citizen off the street, being like, "Hey, this streak of video-related elements ended up adding up to me as a. Is this kind of something that the government would spin off, or are you for real?" and you're like, oh my god, I'm trying to not be dead right now.
Oh, I
What?
don't get it. What?
What the fuck are you on about?
No, the level of projection versus survival. Anyway, I am.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm not
You're hammered.
translating well, I guess.
Yeah, Chaz is on some dumb shit. I'm not.
Yeah, I might be on
Instructions
some
unclear?
dumb shit. I thought I was clear. To me, the possibility
fair.
exists that I was wrong.
Oh yeah, I haven't worked in. Yeah, sub. I haven't worked in a warehouse since I was 25, 24. It's been a good 12, 13 years that I've been at a desk job for sure. Now, my hands are actually still pretty calloused from yard work and stuff, but I would say I have softer hands than 90% of people that work construction. Yeah, I'm not claiming to be like, some salt of the earth guy breaking rocks with a jackhammer for a job shit.
Amen. Get you up.
Yeah, I'm not here to argue. I'm not here to argue with anybody who has military service. I mean, most of the people I don't trust with guns were in the military.
I'm not military either, folks. I'm not trying to claim
Yeah,
anything.
I have a ton of family that was
that
in the
I
military, and
didn't
I
earn.
wouldn't trust not one of them with a gun. And it's not because I wouldn't trust them with somebody else's life. It's because I wouldn't trust them with their own.
Been a year in the military
Let
because
that
it's mandatory service, and I wouldn't
let
trust
let that sink
any of
in
those
for those
people
of y'all
'cause-
who let that sink in for those of y'all that heard that. I wouldn't trust any of my brothers that were in the military with a gun because of their PTSD, not for any other reason.
That's a sad. That's
Yeah.
a sad truth of the world.
Yeah. I trust me with a gun because I am a responsible gun owner. But there's a lot of people I don't trust with guns, and I'm not just talking about some meme. I'm just saying if I don't. Thankfully, at least in my state, it's conceal and carry. We don't really have open carry, but I bet you if we had open carry, I would probably have my gun loaded. There's a lot of people I just don't trust.
That's perfectly fair.
Some guy in the chat says Dagger is Dagger.
He says I do have military training, and I have been in places a lot of y'all wouldn't go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, yeah, he said, Dagger, I do have military training, and I've been in places a lot of y'all wouldn't go. I mean, I've been in places that had 85,000 moving parts, all designed to kill you. Yeah, I've never been in the military. I can't speak to that.
Same. I'm not the kind of asshole to tell you that you're wrong, my brother.
Yeah, I'm simply saying that the list of people I would trust with guns is also incredibly low.
Yeah. And I'll say this much. I mean, I can't claim any degree of precision to military degree, but I grew up in the Midwest around a family that started you out with guns well before you were 10 years old. And I was an excellent shot before I was legally able to shoot a rifle. And that has fuck all to do with your ability to shoot on a military basis. But nevertheless, that's the experience that I have. Oh, yeah. So I guess this salty dog. Not all
I'm not
get
saying-
PTSD. I saw plenty and don't have it, but I do know some that have it. Submarines are hell to live on, but I would pick anything else. I enjoyed it. Again, never having served, I'm in no position to comment or complain on any level, lower, middle, or high.
What do you mean
I
a metal
unfortunately-
casket 1,000 feet in the sea is hell to live in? I think it looks. It sounds lovely.
What I will
Claustrophobic
say is
before
that
I
What the fuck
I
do
come
you
from a
think it
military
sounds
family.
like, Kara? If you're on a submarine and
lovely.
you're undersea, what the fuck does it sound like if you suddenly get blown up by something? What does that sound like to you?
You're not. It doesn't sound like shit. You're not gonna be hearing much.
Well, what I'm saying is, in terms of your burial arrangements, ain't nobody gonna see you, ain't nobody gonna hear you, ain't nobody gonna visit you, ain't nobody gonna put
That's going to
flowers
be an
on you
empty
because you're
casket.
busy being some number of
The
thousands of feet under the water where nobody's gonna drop nothing.
the sarcasm went over the drunk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I
absolutely.
grew up in a military family, and I had the misfortune, so to speak, in my family of turning 18 after enough after 9/11 to where they were incredibly picky on who they took, and I just had enough things wrong with me where they didn't take me. But I did try to enlist when I was 18. I did try,
And
which
I
was
registered for the selective service as was required, but I didn't do anything else, and nobody else recruited me, and nothing else happened, and I'm happy to claim all of the nothing that I did.
I did take the ASVAB.
I don't even know what that is, so
That's
fair
the
enough.
military enlistment quiz or test
Oh.
or whatever, where they give you your specialty.
There you
Hmm.
go. Did
But
more
yeah, I
than
didn't
I
make it.
did. I promise you that.
I didn't make it past the physical because I didn't pass it. Because I couldn't sleep because I had anxiety and couldn't sleep without medication and had ADD, and those two things were enough to, he can't sleep on command, you can't join.
All right, check this out, guys. I got a
Like
great
they're gonna let you
question here
sleep.
from the chat from Botel. Random question, Tass. But what would you do if all of your mods? I don't know that in the last 5 years that I have ever gotten a question that I have loved so well. So let me go ahead and
I just buy another account.
no. If I
Well,
had,
this happened to some people like a year or so ago.
you have given
Delete it
me
again.
no other constraints. You have not told me that I have 10,000 crystal I avail. You have not told me that I'm in a top 10 TB or TW guild. You've given me no other information. So I had to do it all again. From scratch, from nothing. I would prioritize only these things in this exact order. Farming mods, and that means not less than 350 crystal refreshes, ideally 6 crystal refreshes, as your economy allows, and then 3 campaign refreshes. I truly do believe if you were so constrained, you could farm only 450 crystal per day. That would be the way to do it, and that's how I do it from scratch.
Why campaign?
I mean campaign in terms of the
Oh, Cantina. Okay, I thought you meant regular yellow energy.
yeah, my bad. I've been playing some low level stuff on Raid Shadow Legends, and there's a little bit of crossover. So fair
Oh.
enough.
I can actually comment on the mod thing quickly if you don't mind, because
Please,
do you guys
no,
remember?
listen. Everybody's welcome to come and please.
Yeah. This was last year or maybe late 2024, but there was a period where there was a group of people, they could not log in for over a week or something like that. There was like some sort of server error and such, and it affected a specific group of people. Then they finally got access back in, and some of them had no mods. So this was actually a very real scenario that has occurred in the game. And I remember what CG ended up doing is they were able to essentially roll their account back like a certain amount of time, or like get the mods back to them. Because I have wondered, like, oh god, if I lose my mods, what can I do? And then I remember, like, okay, CG does have the technical capability of restoring the mods. So if anybody's ever worried about losing their mods, like, there are solutions for it that don't involve just starting from scratch. Because I would hope nobody ever has to start from scratch, because that is a horrible feeling, I think.
It is a horrible
The,
feeling.
the
Here,
other,
let me
really
fix
quick,
your.
if I may weigh in, the other trick is to just have spent a shit ton of money on this game, because I quit shortly after Jedi Revan came out. I deleted all my mods, and then I came back when they announced Darth Revan, and I messaged CG and I told them that I had quit the game when I came back. All my mods were gone, so they reinstated all my mods.
Mm. Who did you message for that? Because I imagine I wasn't Meathead back then. I
You.
doubt that he was even
He
Dojo.
messaged you.
No, I don't remember who. I would have to look, but it was on the forums. It was whoever was talking on the forums at the time.
Yeah, okay.
Like Eric, maybe? I think it might have been Eric.
Oh, it's CG Eric, okay.
Yeah, this was a long time ago. This was like
Yeah,
7 years ago. 6 years ago.
I'm trying to remember
But
if
yeah,
Eric's
I
Six,
had
seven.
quit for like 2 months, and I deleted. Shut the fuck up. I had quit for like 2 months, and when I came back, I'm like, hey, I just logged into my account and noticed my mods were missing. So they looked at my previous login and they rolled my account back like the 24 hours before that to give me all my mods back.
That's impressive
That's
that
the
they
trick. That's
they
the
haven't
trick. You
logged
spent a
that
shit
much.
ton of money, and then
Mhm.
they give you your shit back.
That's certainly a
Because
strategy.
that also happened to like, didn't that also happen to like Warrior or something? Like a content creator had that happen to them too. Maybe it was
Off the
Urs.
top of my head, I don't remember any of that, but it did happen. I imagine what you're referring to was like years and years ago, like 5+.
Yeah, this was like during the Jedi Revan Darth Revan era.
Oh yeah, so that was pre-COVID.
Oh yeah, the
then.
cop said that he thinks it was Urs. Yeah, but they have the
Mhm.
ability to like do that for you.
Mhm.
If you lost all your mods, yeah, you just contact CG and be like, "Here is the amount that I've spent on this game. Please restore my mods."
Sub guy 734 says, I'm planning on getting Leviathan. Have the next proving grounds. I will get the last ship done. Only 2 characters left on it. Yet relic. I don't know what you're saying here, but as long as you meet the minimum relic requirements, I think you're able to get it done.
Yeah, that event wasn't particularly difficult, if I remember
As
correctly.
far as I recall, yeah. I mean, as long as you got the minimums, you should be all right.
I mean, Leviathan is what are we on? Year 3 of Leviathan meta? I can't remember.
Yeah, 2022, I think.
Closing in on it.
Mm,
Great ship. Not really, but it's the meta. So
they keep buffing it to make it a great ship.
hey, I did spend 25,000 crystals last month to finish it off, so I really hope it stays the best for a while.
25,000 last month. Damn, son. Like,
Yeah, I had 50,000 saved up until the 20th, and then boom, blew it on that, blew it on Maul, and now I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna keep up with Conquest, but here we are.
oh god, Conquest is a. This is gonna be a rough Conquest. Not because of the feats, but because of the amount of farming
The
that's gonna
time
be needed.
constraint. The time
I
constraint.
think
You
this
have
is
to
the
do
last
200
conquest.
refreshes.
I think this is the last conquest we're doing like blind, right? Because the next conquest, the Rollcrons go away.
Yes.
So this is the last one we're farming from scratch, and then we get the Cascade back. So we'll have a starting point for every single set.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is the first one, and it's 7 fucking focus data.
Yeah, having 2 weeks to get enough materials for however many level 9s you need and 7 FDCs. Granted, only 2 of them are level 15, but still. And no, there was no extra energy in the shop for previous conquest, so the most people could hoard, I think, is 319. It is and they haven't modified the amounts.
And it's not ideal, but strictly speaking, it nevertheless remains more what CG has given. Not in the recent, but in the past.
And on the bright side, these level 9 focused datacrons are not that. I think they're a little bit more expensive than regular datacrons, but it's not a ton. I want to
think
say
the
they're a
level
little more
9
expensive.
focus, I thought they were a little cheaper.
Oh, are they?
They are cheaper.
I swore they were like
the regular crons
20
aren't.
or something.
Oh,
The regular
if
crons
that's the
aren't
case,
cheaper,
then
just the
if that's the
focus ones.
case, I would rather just build FDCs than build regular level 9s.
Yeah.
So you
And there
should
aren't
have
even
all
that
of
many
them.
good level 9s
And
from this
you
set, if I remember.
technically only
And
need
correct me if I'm wrong,
2
but
level
I didn't
9s.
see defense. I didn't see defense in this set, did I?
No,
Nope.
there's not.
Same
No, the
stats as
stats are
roll
not.
cron.
I honestly think as of this moment right here, you plan to take more than 4 of the new set outside of focus datacrons to the maximum level, I think you're waiting.
Because
Yeah,
it's what
this
two
Kron set looks
remnant
incredibly
teams
skippable. This team
and
looks
two
incredibly
Bad
skippable.
Batch
For
teams.
this, I don't even think you need 2 Bad Batch teams, unless you just want 2 different Krons for 2 different functions.
I was gonna say I'm planning on only 1 Bad Batch cron myself, but I could see anywhere between 2 and 4 crons. And you've captured the benefit of this outside of focus.
Night Trooper Cron's back.
Night Trooper is back. It's a badass. It was a good crown the last time. It's a good crown the time before. It's on it. It's all right.
BTG
Yeah, it's
looks
like
good.
you want Night. I think you want Night Trooper, and then you probably want Gideon. I think it's Gideon.
Which
Is
one?
Gideon better than DTMG?
I think so.
Anyways, you want either Gideon or DTMG, and you want Night Trooper for Night Sisters.
Yeah, it's the massive damage AoE with Gideon. Yeah, the same one we had before.
Have a good night, sub guy. Thanks for your commentary.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was great hearing from you. But yeah, it's going to be DTMG. No, sorry, it's going to be Moff Gideon, Night Trooper, and then
Hunter.
like Hunter or Crosshair.
No, sorry,
Maybe
Hunter
you
is
want-
mercenaries. So yeah, Crosshair.
Yeah, because I think you want Crosshairs. There's a reasonable chance you want Hunters, but that'll be for Balin, not for Crosshair.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
but then again,
so even at your most aggressive, like Tass was saying, you're only going to want 4 of these levels. So yeah, I think honestly, you could just go all in on the focus datacrons for the most part and just be happy with your investment.
and you're not going to use all 7. You're not going to use all 7.
No, but the stats are all solid on. I was looking at them. Most of the stats are solid.
Yeah, the Statacrons are always have a good usual use for stuff.
Yeah, all of them have like
I'd have to
high
double-
offense, right? At
I'd
least
have to double
2
check.
of them
But I
have
thought
really
the
high
stats on
offense.
like the Luke one was really good. I think it was the Luke one was really good.
Luke has armor pen, defense, and offense. I really like the IG one. 80% offense. Asajj has
Nice.
120, 115 in defense and 80 offense. So that's also good.
There.
Yeah. So the Asajj one is 40. So the Asajj one is 40% potency, 80% offense, 115% defense. The IG one is 60% crit damage, 80% potency, 80% offense. The
Bears.
Who is this asshole?
Bears is 50 crit damage, 85%.
Oh yeah,
tenacity,
yeah.
70%
Barris,
armor
yeah.
pen,
Barris
and
is 50
80%
crit damage,
defense.
85 tenacity, 70 armor pen, 80 defense. The
Maul's
Maul
a
one
ton of
is
shit.
65% CD, 90 tenacity, 50 armor pen, 30. This one might be the worst stats.
But it has the best abilities.
Yeah, the Luke one. The Luke one, 75% armor pen, 50% offense, 115% defense. The Vader one again, just I don't know. The crit avoidance plus tenacity on
good.
this Kron just feel bad.
And defense though.
Fair.
And health.
Yeah, defense is fine. I'm just talking about the crit avoidance and the tenacity on this team feel.
Yeah, look at
and
the
then-
Yoda one. 105 health.
And the Yoda one is 65% defense, 70% CA, and 105% health. So yeah, all of these Krons except for maybe the IG-90 one are just insane stat.
Fair. I hope some
So-
type of resolution comes near term. Because, yeah, disparity is unappreciated.
Well, the IG one has
I
some of the
really
best
hope-
mechanics for its teams, so I mean, like, hard to be unhappy.
Maybe.
And it's gonna work in TW, right? Because it's 5v5 there. So even if 3v3 ends, or even if it's 3v3, it doesn't matter. You can still use them.
Heard Ferguson saying, I got
Yeah.
an early morning at the hospital. I will catch you guys later. Great stream, by the way. Thanks for the entertainment. Glad it helped you, man. Have a good night.
You have a good one, Turd.
Yeah. Well, listen to this, Bill. Listen to this, though, Tess.
Yeah,
The reason
go
why I
ahead.
think the IG one having less good stats is okay is BT1 % health damage enemies receive is increased by 100%. While 000 is active, BT1 is immune to ability block and stun. Whenever BT1 damages a target locked enemy, he gains 20% protection up for 2 turns, 15% TM, and resets 000's cooldowns.
Pretty strong.
Check the mall level 6, just
And
the
then
first line. You don't have to read
Well,
the
yeah, and
rest.
then the 000 one is just like it's protection disruption. So the point I'm trying to make is mechanically, I think the IG90 Cron incredibly.
And not even no Afra.
Yeah, with no Afra bonus at least. Yeah, the mall one's good. Like I'm not saying the mall one's bad.
Read the mall level 6, just the first line.
Yeah, whenever Visa's Ma revives an ally, she
No,
resets the
6.
cooldowns of all. Oh, I thought
That's
you said the
3.
3.
The Barris one. Just the first
Oh.
line.
Revive from allies can't be prevented.
That's basically what Satil's gonna do, right? So we're having a little taste of it. There's 2 revives on the team.
Yeah,
Stranger
basically this
and
overrides Maul
perma
or
kills.
revive. Yeah.
Maul?
In 3v3, I don't know how important this Cron is going to be. In 5s, it's going to be fucking disgusting.
In
Fair.
TW, it's gonna be fucking disgusting because he has TW Omicrons.
Oh. But you won't be you might not have that team though because you'll have Juhani.
The Maul anti-revive is just for enemies.
Oh. But
Yeah, but
okay.
it's gonna stop like C insta-kill. If you only kill the right person, you can just bring
Yeah.
them back.
My point is that in TW, Barris won't be
It's
on
gonna
the
be
team.
Fair.
yeah, because you need Juhani. Yeah.
That's all I was saying is maybe that's good enough to replace Juhani. I just doubt it.
I see it. All right. Well, appreciate that. Dagger, your opinions are always welcome here on this show. How about Heratran, who's joining us here on Voice? What else you got to say to the people before we wrap up and roll out?
I get used to this because Tass is gonna be drunk a lot more often.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drunk reasonably often. It's more like you're less commonly available on stream to be an exploitable resource.
I mean, I've had the stream guest tag for 2 days, so
Yeah. And you've not made vigorous abuse of it, so fair enough. All right. Who else is in here with us?
Hello.
Hello, Kadar. What else you have to say, Kadar and Dagger, before we go ahead and roll out? What else you got to say to the people? Something helpful, something useful, something encouraging. What you got?
Well,
What'd you
like
persist?
always, well, like always, thanks to everybody in the chat on YouTube and Twitch for giving us your time tonight. I know Taz always appreciate it, and hope you guys have a good rest of
Drunk
your
or
week.
not, I appreciate it for sure. Sorry to interrupt you. You got anything else to say?
Oh no, that was it. That was it.
Boom. Dagger, what you got before we go ahead and close out? Roll us out in good fashion.
Regardless of how you feel about CG, regardless about how you feel about the future of the game, they are financially obligated to keep this game going, not just because of their sale, but because they make somewhere between $12 and $15 million a month.
Plus, they're trying to sell the shit to Mohammed bin Salman. So, like, they're trying to show, like, the balance sheet is black. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
also have
what I'm
no
saying.
other
So whether or
product.
not you believe they're trying to squeeze you just because of the sale, just know that regardless of the sale, like they're printing money. So don't trust me. Trust CG's willingness to want to print money.
I would trust that, especially. Thank you,
They
Dagger.
want the game to go on.
No, it's good advice. I don't care who it comes from.
And it's their only product, so like if the game goes to shit, sell this to studio.
Fair. Well, thank you to Dagger, Tell Sean, the random character who's yet to appear. We've got Heratran, we've got Kadar, and my drunk ass. And on behalf of all of us and the couple of people who've left before, whether that's Ranger or Troopers on break, we've all had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you all for tuning in for the show. And let's go ahead and see about rating you guys out. Let's see what we can do over here on the YouTube side. Heroes. All right, nobody else is live right now. Sending the YouTube folks out. Let's see who is live over on Twitch. Same category? Is anyone
Gambit
still
is up.
around?
Yes, there.
Oh. Gambit Podcast is still around. Holy shit, that's psychotic. We have to go ahead and raid over into the Gambit Podcast. All right, guys, it's been a lot of fun. If you were here for my Grand Arena stream earlier today, it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having you. If you have been among the many insane individuals who show up here this evening for the casual chill stream, casual is used with vigorously
Quotations.
implied quotation marks around it, given the crowd around here. But regardless, it's been a lot of fun, and thank you for being a part of it. Until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. Been real awesome. Take care.